sure this goes through. I believe we are live. I think.
Gosh, I'm so nervous.
Um, once it loads. Once it loads, I know we're live.
Okay.
And once it pops up on my screen, that our beautiful faces are on YouTube. Oh, we are live. We are live. Right now it's just the two of us. We had some technical difficulties.
Yes.
Um,
We're not too late though. We're okay.
we're a couple minutes late. I guess we should let Adam know, but I guess
I
we're
should be
gonna.
late, so it's okay.
That's okay. Hopefully, Adam checks his texts. There were some
Mm.
technical difficulties,
It's been a busy day.
but we are back, right? Right, Daniel. That's
What did I do with my hands? I don't know.
you're not Ricky Bobby. Not Ricky Bobby. Um, I mean, well, I need Adam here because I need his reaction to the Max Domi trade. Obviously, if you're here, you know that we are hoping to watch the first round of the draft, barring any technical difficulties.
Mhm. On
I
the
have
draft's end, not ours.
on both.
Yeah, on both. Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, on both because I thought I knew what I was doing, but that's okay. I'll learn, and next time, next time we'll come back better. Obviously, I have my jersey on. It's just
Mm-hmm.
significance. I don't know. Ever since Austin Matthews got drafted, he's pretty much. I've been wearing my jersey ever since. How about you? Any draft superstitions?
I don't know. I was gonna wear my Bro Dur jersey, but we're gonna have Mike on, so
You don't want to get him upset.
I want to be a good sport about this.
Yeah, Mike is going to be on in 15 minutes, hopefully, or
Mm-hmm.
20. I don't know. He's a cool guy. He works at CTV. Did you know that?
Oh wow. Oh yeah, we're basically competitors
Oh yeah,
because
that's
I'm
what I
working
said.
for
Yeah.
Rogers right now.
So here's what it is. You work for Rogers, and he works for Bell. You work at the Ryerson,
Mm-hmm.
and you work at where you work.
I work at
Where's he
Rogers.
work?
Oh, he works at
No, he
CTV.
works at the Eye Opener. He works at
Eye
the
opener.
Eye
Yeah,
Opener.
yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm very confused. Well,
I
I
was with the
guess
eye opener, but I was traded.
to where?
Traded for like draft picks.
For what? Yeah,
I was traded for 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick.
that it could be worse.
Yeah,
It could
but
be
it
the
ended up
Max
being
Domi deal.
ninth. It ended up being second, ninth, and 32nd in the draft.
What did you let's just talk about this. We got like 5 to 10 minutes before an actual pick
Mm-hmm.
happens. What did you think of the Max Domi Josh Anderson trade? So I guess for those of you who don't know, this literally not even an hour and a half before we were supposed to start streaming. Josh Anderson was traded to the Montreal Canadiens for Max Domi and a third. Just to be clear, both Josh Anderson and Max Domi are RFAs, and they're both Darren Ferris clients.
Mm. Yeah. What kind of my first thoughts about it, to be honest, was isn't it crazy? He only played 26 games this year, Josh Anderson, and
Yeah.
I know we were talking about what he had the year before, 47 points. He plays that prototypical power forward style, and the fact that the hype was still there for him despite the injuries and the games lost this year kind of astounded me. If it was a 1-for-1 deal, I'm like, okay, kind of understandable. Like the Canadians are trying to, trade for that surplus of skill to get that grit and get like that two-way guy that could really kind of complement that lineup. But the one thing that kind of irked me a bit was adding the 78th overall pick in this draft going the other way, knowing that they're both RFAs. And to be honest, I could see the cap hit being kind of the same for both players.
Yeah. That's true. I could see. I mean, considering the talk we've had with Adam, it seems like the only way Max Domi was going to be traded is if the asking price on the contract end was too high, and maybe that was the case. What do you think? Josh Anderson's an interesting example because he's last year he took the 1 year deal I think that he ended up going to arbitration with the Blue Jackets, and it seemed like he was all but to be traded at the end of this year. But
Mhm.
it seemed like there was a deal that was going to be made. There was talks that, there was a a long-term contract that was going to be offered. What do you expect out of a why can't I remember his name? Josh Anderson deal. Hi, Adam. We are live. I am so
Mhm.
sorry.
No worries.
Talking about Josh Anderson, how do
We're
you
talking about
feel?
Josh Anderson.
You're
Yeah.
in New Jersey.
Yeah, you see, what's funny is I have a Druin jersey set like signed by Domi, except he was a professional and didn't do it on 92 Road. So I think I have to now find Josh Anderson to do that. Initially when I saw the deal, I was like, wait, what? It was just like you gotta be kidding me, and then I got very angry about it. And I got really sad. And then I really I sat down and I had a few hours to kind of think about it and really realize what the deal was. I had been saying, and everyone who was seen to be close to the Montreal Canadiens organization said that Domi was already on the way out. And I look at the trade, and it's more than just Josh Anderson. This kind of solidifies that Philip Deneau is going to stay because now, and apparently
Okay.
extension talks once Gallagher's figured out, they move on from there. And of course, we already have the young guys. We've talked about Suzuki and Kotkaniemi a million times, Jake Evans, all that kind of jazz. And
Ryan
then
Paling.
oh yeah, failing. And then I see what the Habs get in Josh Anderson. I'm like, okay, he's a winger. He's physical, which is something the Canadians with the acquisitions of like Ben Trot last summer. Now with Joe Edmondson, they're building this just like a murderer's row of defensemen, and then they're starting to build on that up front with Josh Anderson. The reason that I think a lot of people, like myself included, got concerned at first is, does he have a scoring touch? Well, we saw him have it, but the problem is he then got the shoulder injury and he wasn't able to reproduce. Now, apparently, if Columbus had moved past Tampa, Darren Ferris said that he would have played. And I look at the price. I'm like, why did you throw in the third round pick? Apparently, the interest in Josh Anderson was so high that the Habs had to throw in that third round pick as a sweetener. Is it
Yeah.
too much to give up? Yes. Can this work out for the Habs if Anderson can, get that form back? He can, yes. At the moment, though, it doesn't look good on Montreal, the price they paid. It has the potential. I'd love to be proven wrong. And I hope this is not the only move that Mark Bergevin pulls off today.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm going to be really upset.
I have a couple questions for you, and hopefully you can give me an answer. Number one, what do you expect a Max Domi contract to look like in Columbus? Considering they still have to re-sign Pierre-Luc Dubois as well.
Mhm.
And number two, what do you expect a Josh Anderson contract to look like?
Mm-hmm. See, what's interesting with both those guys is they're both Darren Ferris clients,
Yeah.
which is
You mentioned
hilarious.
that.
Good
Yeah.
luck. Good luck.
What's interesting about Columbus is Yermo Kekalainen is notoriously, bare knuckle. I'm gonna grind you down sort of negotiator. I don't think it's gonna be an issue for them to sign either of them because it looks like Wenberg is gonna be bought out. A Domi contract is interesting because I have no idea. Because this year I was expecting him to sign another like a bridge again. I
Right.
really because there was just he had that amazing 28 goals, 70 points his first season in Montreal, and then this year it sort of dissipated. But if I have to guess, if they're gonna try and go long term with them, if you're Dome, you're like you just picked me up because you want to add to your center depth. It's a great position. How do you not give him at least five? How do you not? How does he not to say I want the Wenberg contract? And Josh
Oof.
Anderson,
Yeah.
I don't know because it has been such a year to year. It's like the Jacob Trouba situation, right? It's just we're going year to year because the relationship with this team is already done, and we're just kind of waiting for this guy to somehow become a UFA or we can trade him. In Trouba's situation, he got traded. I don't know. I wish I could give you an answer to that to Josh Anderson, but I can't. Uh, I,
I'm sorry to interrupt,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
but the New York Rangers are on the clock.
Oh,
are
are
they?
they?
I
Yes.
wonder who they're gonna pick, guys.
I
Yaroslav
that's a
Askarov.
stop it. Go home.
They're talking about him right now. Actually,
They are. They are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first three guys we can easily say we kind of know
Mhm.
who they're going to be. I think number 2 and 3 is just dependent on the order. Like LA could take Byfield or they could take Stützle. It doesn't. I mean, they're both very good players. I think the team in third has a which is Ottawa, has a very simple job. Okay, Byfield's not available. Okay, we'll take Stützle. Like it's not even. I don't really think it's a question.
mm-hmm.
I
And
think,
vice versa.
yeah, like I think if you go past 3, I think maybe we'll see some different things going on. Just to mention, Mike Futa is on sport is doing some draft stuff for Sportsnet because he doesn't have a job.
Which is
Can someone get this man a job?
Does he want to be on the show?
what? Come on.
Honestly, if he wants to, I'd
Yeah.
be more than happy.
By the way,
But if he comes on and he becomes a friend of the show, now we have 2 friends named Mike who are friends of the show.
we
Oof.
can call you Mike at times. Well, I do. What's
Yeah.
interesting about Fuda is he was on Tim and Sid right before draft coverage started. And
Yeah.
they asked him, because of course he was just the assistant GM in LA. They asked him, who do you think the Kings could take? And he's like, we drafted a lot of skill guys. And you look at Byfield, and he's got that size to him. So
Yeah.
it's a solid. And again, there's no such thing as too many centermen.
Isn't he also almost a full year younger than Alexis Lafreniere because of his birthday?
Yeah.
I'll double check, but that sounds right.
I remember hearing about that, and because there was all of the talk about he didn't really play a whole lot during the World Juniors. Daniel, you must have already known that he didn't play
Yeah.
that much,
Yeah.
and the discussion around it was, he's a full year, almost a full year younger than Alexis Lafreniere. I think next year will really be his breakout year at the World Juniors because those Canadian boys love breaking out at the World Juniors.
Love making lifelong memories for us hockey fans.
What's really funny about that is everyone says, yeah, Lafreniere was amazing this year at World Juniors. He was. He had that wicked, heroic goal against the Americans. But people forget that the season before that, he was the guy playing, the fourth line minutes there. They don't do that with the young guys. So
Yeah.
Alexis Lafreniere was born October 11th, 2001. Quentin Byfield was born 2002, August 19th. So he is a youngin. He does have that too. Jesus, 82 points in 45 games played for Byfield. He is pretty damn good.
Before we move on here, because I do want to get a couple things in before we really get into what the hell's going on in the draft. Number one, our wishes go to Connor McDavid. Yesterday, the Edmonton Oilers reported that Connor McDavid tested positive for COVID-19. So
Why'd you
obviously,
say it like that?
oh, no reason. It's nothing. No, nothing.
Sending our best to him.
Rent free,
Yeah.
right, guys?
Mhm.
Rent free.
Yeah.
But no, obviously, honestly, it's a serious thing. Our well wishes to Connor McDavid. Obviously, I believe they said he had mild symptoms and he's self quarantining. So obviously, best wishes to him.
Yeah, shout out to Will Christophilus, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
What
liking
did he say?
me.
He said, "Give me Marco Rossi, but Askarov intrigues me though."
Get out of here.
Will Christophilus, the biggest Buffalo Sabres fan in the Ryerson journalism program.
He's also the only Buffalo Sabres fan I know.
You know what's hilarious? Sorry to go back to the Josh Anderson stuff.
No worries.
Apparently, that deal, like Montreal's offer, had been on the table for a few days,
Yeah.
and it was that damn third rounder that was like, you know what? Sure.
I mean, I believe it.
Hey, they have their
because
seconds and their first still. I hate the NHL sometimes.
okay, so just let's move on. There's something Adam sent me this afternoon, and I really want to I really do want to bring it up. Let me just pull up the tweet here. It's from Adam. I don't know how to say it. It's Noah Jules Song. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but you know what? I tried. This is his tweet. Okay, so from 91.9 Sports, the Habs have a trade in place with a Western team to bring a right winger to Montreal. The trade would not go through only if specific players fall in the draft. I threw some names at Adam, and I'm gonna go last. I'd like you guys to throw some names into the mix of who you think the Montreal Canadiens could be talking about.
Go ahead, Daniel.
I don't know. I think we've talked about it last episode. I keep thinking Tyler Toffoli. I know he's a UFA, but he's just kind of someone that I feel like fits with that team right now, even with Josh Anderson there. So yeah, I don't know. Just I'm a big fan of him. The same thing kind of happened what I mentioned before. Vancouver couldn't figure out what they were going to do with their cap, and then he reaches free agency.
Yeah, you definitely called that. I mean, we're gonna talk about that later, I assume. But he just was like, nah, Trent. Well, he was on the last episode of the show on your. They should acquire him.
He was.
The worst feeling. It's Jake Virtanen, and I'm like, I like him, but is he
You think
that much of
so?
a difference maker? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be an older guy. I don't think Bergevin's gonna move the pick if a guy. I think it has to be a younger guy with some term. And,
But he has no term.
It seems like repetition though. Like
he's an RFA.
you already got Josh Anderson, and then you're gonna get someone like Jake Virtanen.
It's just a feeling that I don't want. I mean, I think of right wingers, and I'm like, there's got to be more involved. Is it gonna be Keller? Probably not. Is it gonna be like Timo Meier? No, of course it's not gonna be Timo Meier.
No, it's the Sharks' future.
Other names, like if I had to guess one right now that is an odds-on favorite, I'm thinking maybe Brandon Saad. And I don't.
Yeah.
But do you like that cap hit of $6 million?
Well, 1 year left.
When is he up? Is it this summer or next summer?
Next summer.
Sorry.
So
let me rephrase that. Because it's that weird.
It's not summer anymore.
In 2022 or 2021, is he a free agent?
At the end of next season, so 2021.
Okay, because by the time that season is done, he would be gone. No, because I don't think he's not going to do it for a rental. Bergevin has never traded his first rounder since he's been the GM, and we all know like he doesn't pay the prices for rentals. So if it's a guy like Saad, no, and then I have to take it back. I can't think of a name.
Okay, let me just scroll back. I lost what I said. I even put it on Twitter. There's a couple guys. There's a couple guys I really think that would be an interesting addition to the Montreal Canadiens. It's just a matter of if they can get all this done. Where is it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have 3 names. Well, I have 5, but we already talked about some of them. Brandon Saad, I put at number 1. I just thought, that's potentially a guy they could bring in. Brock Besser at number 2, just because I'll tell you why. Just because they've talked so much about trading Brock Besser
for some reason
as their solution. Now, I question that decision because of hearing that Toffoli is going to go to free agency. I question if they're still interested in trading Besser. That's still a possibility if they want to re-sign Markstrom and Tanev.
If they want to bring in OEL, right?
And if they want to bring in OEL, right? That too. I put Jake Virtanen on the list. I that's kind of the last name, but I threw 2 names out there, and one of them is completely out of left field.
Okay.
It's Phil Kessel.
Wow.
He's on. Okay. I'll explain why. And it's not, just trust me. He's old. He can still score.
Sorry. Sounds like he stopped there.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, they need. Yeah. Okay, they're asking. He's on Frank Saravelli's trade board. Mm-hmm. They need a scoring right winger, and I know he made. Let me pull it up. I don't know. He makes 6.8. I don't remember for how long off the top of my head. It's still that contract that the Leafs signed him to. It has to be at least a couple more years. Where is it? I think Arizona retains some salary. He makes, I don't know why. Okay, he makes 6.8 for this year, this coming year, and next year. And he's a scoring winger. Arizona retains salary, and you get what you need. My last guy is Jonathan Marchessault. So that one.
Oh, I didn't think of that one.
That's an interesting one. He was on the trade board. Vegas want in on Pietrangelo. They want in on Torrey Krug. They're gonna have to shed some salary to be in on either of those guys. I know. I heard that they had talks about trading Nate Schmidt. This is a guy.
Such a good fit though on that Vegas back end.
Montreal could use a guy like Jonathan Marchessault.
I would
just
take
want
the Marchessault, man.
You wouldn't take the Phil Kessel one?
No, I'd much prefer
retain salary.
No, I don't want to.
It was a good try.
Wait,
too big of a market. Montreal's too big of a market.
That wasn't the issue with Phil, though. I think the issue with Phil was that he was the star player in Toronto. And I think most Toronto fans would agree that the reason Phil Kessel failed in Toronto was that he was a star offensive player. And you need someone ahead of him. And I think Montreal has multiple players who are ahead in terms of who they care about.
Ooh, wait. Are they about to pick?
I'm going to raise the volume here.
Oh my, the Rangers are on the clock.
Okay, that one's not working.
Apparently Bettman also said, I know there was rumors about, he just said apparently they are focused on a January 1st start time.
Yeah.
Where's Lafreniere?
I don't know.
Christ.
You think that's his house?
The Gatorade in his shot.
Of course. You think it's his house?
I don't know. It's fancy. He's got the money for those Gatorade commercials. What are the Rangers waiting for? I hate when they take their time with this. Just do it.
Like, man, we know who you're taking.
Yeah.
Who are they taking? No.
They're taking Yaroslav Askarov. How do you not know this already, Daniel? Come on.
They are not.
Imagine they went out of left field and took someone else. We just want
that draft drama.
I just want chaos. Okay.
I don't want Lafreniere in LA. Make the seriously. I can't get over the set that Lafreniere and his family are in right now.
I think they're just. I feel like New York's just doing this on purpose,
making us wait.
It's insane. Oh my god! I love the little headlines in this presentation. It's like, "Hey, we bought out Lundqvist. Remember that?"
You're so upset about that.
Yeah, because you have respect for your goalie. Oh, hey there. Sorry you dragged us to all these great runs because we're so, mediocre. Oh, boy. The lamp. Oh, boy. That was a spot. That's the best.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Mike's going to. What?
No, my lamp was falling into my face and it looked like the bat. It was the bat signal.
Okay.
Oh, we have to let Mike in?
Yeah, I'm going to let Mike in right now. Mike.
Everyone watching the stream, sorry for what you're about to hear.
Mike.
Oh, he's got his Ranger shirt on too.
Can't even connect his audio.
Screw you.
Just dropped my fan again.
Mike, what's taking the Rangers so long to pick Yaroslav Askarov?
Because they might trade for
who?
Byfield.
No, they won't.
Why are you wearing a Leafs jersey?
Because they picked 15th.
You're a loser.
Shut up, Mike.
90 seconds, boys.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, Mike's cool. He works at CTV.
Oh, don't stroke his ego anymore.
2 minutes left.
I'm not. Don't worry.
What happens if a team runs out of time on the clock?
The pick gets forfeited.
So, what happens? Is it just like
nothing? It just goes to the next one.
You imagine if there's some technical error? Why are we
Oh.
interviewing Laffy? He knows we're about to talk to when the Rangers make the pick. Get this over with. He's got more Gatorade stuff in the background. Oh, this kid. How much
that
bank
guy-
has he already made?
He loves Gatorade.
It's because he's sponsored by Gatorade and Bauer.
Yeah, I know.
I know everything about hockey, so.
Good to see you. Not even a minute in.
Literally not even a minute in.
I really wish I was going to Montreal. I'm so sorry. Jesus, what is with the Rangers are going to make this a long stream? Make the pick.
This is a tough choice they have to make.
Jesus.
Very.
His numbers in junior were wicked. Were crazy. 168 points.
Mike, what do you think? Since we're still waiting, what do you think of the Josh Anderson and Max
So
Domi deal?
stupid. What a crap organization. Coming up.
Oh my God. Oh, Adam, what do you have to say about that?
This is all I have to say. I think there is a legitimate chance that trade looks better on Montreal's behalf, because I think if Josh Anderson is like healthy Josh Anderson,
Yeah.
and he's like Tom Wilson, and that adds into that Montreal lineup.
Josh Anderson is not Tom Wilson, Adam.
He can be. Big
Here's
Josh
the thing.
Wilson,
I feel like we've said this multiple times with Montreal. You know, you trade you trade Druin and Sergachev, and you say, you know, this still could work out, and they're still saying that. Like Bergeron's still on it, saying
one of those trades are like 3 years old though, and this isn't like I just traded the best.
well, I'm just
defenseman in the
using
draft.
history and saying you saying that again just doesn't
wait,
look good.
Gary?
That is a question I get daily, usually multiple times a day.
There we go.
They're gonna pick.
Let him pick.
With the first pick in the 2020 NHL Draft.
Wow.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Who?
No. Wow.
Alexis Lafreniere. Who else were they gonna pick?
Jesus.
Yaroslav Askarov.
We're all on board for this Yaroslav Askarov thing.
Pick is in. Pick is in.
Pick is in.
He's super bummed. You think he got sent all 31 jerseys, or you think
He
it was
got
like,
sent-
Every prospect I think did. Even Stuchel, Byfield.
I knew they got the hats, but did they get the jersey? That's a lot of money if they did.
That
you
is a
gotta
lot of
think,
money.
Those hats are not expensive. I'll tell you. I've bought a good few baseball caps in my day.
Yeah.
They still have the tag. Alexis, take off the tag. Your parents not
I love
teaching
it.
you how to wear clothes. Oh, good for him.
112 points in 52 games.
Is that good?
I think
I don't
so.
know. You tell me.
I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought you knew everything about hockey. Come on.
No, I'm
That's
asking
all
you
right.
guys if you guys know anything about hockey.
I do. I think that's very good.
Comparable Jonathan Huberdeau. You know we're getting mentioned that Florida want to like trade everyone except Barkov.
Well, I heard they got calls on Barkov and they just said no.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Be like, all right, you're gonna get McDavid? No.
I
Okay,
mean,
go away.
Bill Zito wants to add Alex Petrangelo. You're telling me they're going to trade Barkov?
No,
That doesn't make any sense at all.
no. You know what's a bad signing?
Only
Aside
way
from
to trade Barkov is if there's a chance that they know he's not going to resign long term.
Honestly.
what was
That's true,
oh,
too.
is that like somebody with humor?
Like, don't trade him unless you have no choice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the same with Line.
What?
If you're not going to sign him after next year, or he doesn't want to sign,
Very common question I've been getting.
trade him.
I think you try and make it work aligning.
Yeah,
Well,
you
we
do.
talked
You
about
definitely
that.
try. What do you mean? You try to make it work with Barkov too.
Oh, is that what you? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but Barkov still has some turn. The problem is, it's like if you get rid of Barkov, it's like, how do you replace that? You don't.
You don't.
Yeah, that's the Oh, that's what But why would you not add Huberdeau there as well to that sort of don't touch list?
I don't know. Steven Stamkos isn't even on the Tampa Bay Lightning no touch list.
I called it. I just want to say I called it there. By the way.
Okay,
Stamkos is
I
getting
mean,
traded.
I highly doubt he gets traded, but we can definitely still say you were right.
Well, the draft starts now, right? Like it's
Yeah.
really
That's true.
starts at 2.
That's I guess so.
Adam,
So-
can you actually watch the draft this time?
Yeah, I can actually watch
Yep.
it. Yeah, I got my TV working.
I got stuff to do before I leave. Not done yet.
So
I'm
LA
saying we
has
go Byfield, by the way.
LA is 3 more minutes.
I'm gonna
So
say they
you-
go Stutzlow.
I think they take Byfield.
Daniel
It would not
What
surprise me.
was
I
it?
think they take Stutzlow.
Byfield or Stutzla
I think it's Byfield.
or Askarov Daniel. I don't know.
Till September potentially.
Yeah, I go Byfield too.
Oh, Mike, it's gonna be me for the rest of the night. By the way, she's off until Friday.
Okay. Are you gonna throw it in Burley for me then?
Okay, they still have
Oh, he's
2.5
got the Habs
minutes.
jersey as a kid. He's coming home. Don't worry. That's
Who
heartbreaking to see. Sportsnet, how dare you?
is that? Alexis Lafreniere?
I think it is. Yeah, see, he's all the Habs stuff. What are you doing to me? He's coming home. He's coming home. Oh, that hurts.
When
to
is he
see.
coming home?
When he's 26. He's coming back with Sebastian Aho. Don't worry.
Stop it, Sebastian Aho.
Which Sebastian Aho?
Oh man, when the Islanders re-signed the other one, I was like, this sucks. They just don't talk to me about it. Especially when you, Daniel, were like, Adam, what do you think? It's like, I've heard this before all day, Daniel. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
The last time the Kings picked 2nd overall was 2008, and they selected Drew Doughty.
Sounds like a pretty good prospect at the time.
EA, he's like a top 5. I dropped my lamp again. Apparently to EA,
You
he's
gotta
still like a
stop
top
dropping
5
your lamp.
defenseman in the league.
I think he's still good. I still like Drew Doughty.
But that's all they
Someone
are.
has to.
Full entitlements, also known as the common law.
See you in 7 years,
what-
Alexis.
Stop it. He's
Chronicle.
not. Oh my God, you're that's
Listen,
unbelievable.
I had to no. hold on. I would not have a Leaf fan tell me, "Oh, this guy's not coming here." When every damn year, Petrangelo. Oh, by the way, I can't wait for Simmons to sign in Toronto, and it's like, "Oh, Hampshire didn't get Simmons." It's like, great.
I mean, it was 2 years in a row you couldn't get Simmons.
You
Yeah,
work
but
for
it's Wayne Simmons at his age. I don't need him.
the website, it will say,
Okay,
I still like him.
that's wrong.
You
That's
like
fine.
everyone, don't you?
Entitlements.
Me?
that's true.
Like everyone.
6 months pay.
So you not
6
only have
months
Alexi
pay.
Lafreniere, but you also
That's a
have
huge
one
difference.
more
That's why I
big
created.
later on
What,
today.
what are we waiting for here?
Find out what they're.
They're
I don't
really
know.
they're just running down the clock.
It's really
Seriously, like it's so annoying.
It was really sad to see that
What'd you expect?
the Doughty signed till
Things to be
2027.
like efficient.
Please,
Nope.
please, whatever you do not be misled.
They take
gonna
forever
keep-
to finish an NHL draft lottery.
They're just gonna keep replaying Jeff Gordon. Or are they interviewing him? I can't hear it.
That's what they
Pick
do.
is in.
So, find out what you're really.
Here we go.
Stutzlow. Or Stutzel, whatever.
Some use though. I mean, you can go there if
Watch.
you're worried about, I don't know, like an overtime issue or position pay or stuff like that. That's what they can help with. Just on the Simmons, right?
Yes, exactly. So pretty much anything other
I
than
hate
the
this
Oh, we're just-
filler of this guy's making just
go to the ministry.
cut it to them and let them
Oh,
in the pay.
as you said, maybe
Who is this? Oh, Rob Blake.
You don't think your employer is paying you minimum wage? Absolutely. You can go there. The Ministry of Labor can help you. They can-
Hey!
Told you.
There go.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
They want to
There
groom
we
to be
go.
the next Kopitar.
Yeah.
Oh, they got.
I like it.
I learned to say
Is
his
that a
name
Bruins
now.
jersey?
Yep.
No, I think he's got a Bobby Orr jersey in the background there.
Yeah.
For another reason,
Oh, that's sweet.
do not go to the Ministry of Labor.
And now
Oh,
we all know who's next.
I love Byfield's outfit. That's a nice
The
suit.
bow tie.
He got a nice white blazer. He looks great.
Let me give you an example. You know, a real life example. Something that came across my desk.
I'm wearing my Ottawa mask for this.
Where did you get
Sorry,
that?
what? Which mask?
I'm wearing my
Oh.
67s mask.
Oh,
Go Rossi.
the more popular team in Ottawa.
Okay, let's guys.
Yeah.
Where does Jake Sanderson go?
Not
Next.
fifth.
8th to Buffalo or 10th to Winnipeg.
Yeah, he's not going top 5. He's not going top 5.
Was that 16 weeks?
Uh,
Not
Hey, Mike, you would remember this. Do you remember Scott Dawson's tweet like forever ago when he's like, I can't wait for quarantine, and somehow Jake Sanderson rises up all the drafting rankings? And
Yeah, and I was like, that's so dumb.
Oh.
Man, Quinton Byfield's just the most complete player out of him and Stutzel. Stutzel's the better skater, but Byfield is he's going to be the next Kopitar.
Yeah, I think Jeff Merrick just did the same thing there. Oh.
You bet always pays to be proactive and do so when you still got some time.
Let's see.
I don't know if we're gonna last. I don't know if we're gonna last to 16.
We're gonna last until 16. Since we have some time to kill because we know they're just gonna take forever. I really want to ask Adam what he thinks of these two trades. The San Jose and Minnesota trade.
Oh, the Dubnyk and Donato ones?
Yeah. They gave up a third and a fifth for Ryan Donato and half of Devin Dubnyk.
Man, I have a buddy who's a really good Sharks fan, and he joked we've turned into a retirement home. And I mean, it's like, hey, how do we try and help Martin Jones? Because you can't trade Jones, obviously, with that deal.
No.
Bring in 34-year-old Devin Dubnyk, who's just come off the worst year of his career. Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's such a bad move. And even like San Jose aren't going anywhere. It sucks. They're in just this, because of their contract situation, they're just going to be stuck in this purgatory. And you still have a busted Erik Karlsson, which hurts to see. But I mean, I don't think Ryan Donato and Devin Dubnyk are really going to help you out here. I mean, whatever.
No.
Congratulations, Minnesota. You got some picks. Great. They're another team stuck in that purgatory too. So.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I think Daniel, because you were gone, Daniel and I were talking about it, that like, what are Minnesota? Like, I don't know if their moves are adding up to what they want to be.
You can tell Bill Guerin worked with Jim Rutherford very closely, because it's just kind of like, let's make a move almost for the sake of it sometimes. Mike is just showing off all his Sens flag, and I don't know how to feel about it. I will admit they're new jerseys, or like not really new. They're kind of like the throwback.
They're
retro
old.
throwback
Yeah,
new.
they are nice.
New,
They are
new
nice.
jerseys. Yeah.
The old jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know we're saying New Jersey's not, New Jersey the place, but just because you reminded me, I hate the green Devils jerseys. I think they're so.
Remind me of Christmas.
Yeah. Daniel, the secret somehow Devils brother fan, always trying to find a positive.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not.
I've been pretty
he's
open
a secret
of the teams I
everyone's
like.
fan. He's a secret. That's what the issue is, and I don't know what to classify him as, because
Why?
no, he's a Leafs fan, I guess,
Mhm.
but like, you're more of a Ducks fan.
Am I?
I don't know. Adam,
I would be
back me
living
up
in
here.
Orange County already.
Adam, back me up
Cameo
here.
on the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Or the OC.
You're a Ducks fan. I don't know. I really do question it sometimes, because you can tell the emotional thingy that Alex and I have for the Leafs and Habs respectively. But with you, it's whenever you bring up these teams or these players you love, it always goes back to the Ducks.
I don't know.
If your brain isn't sort of just saying, hey, yo, your heart is saying to us that you are a Ducks fan.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've been a big Saku Koivu fan.
Get out of here! I won't hear that blasphemy. Like, seriously, go away.
Man, why are all these teams just waiting like 20 minutes to make their picks?
I don't know.
But didn't James Myrtle say on Twitter that we're going to be here for 15 and a half hours?
Honestly, it feels like it. And we're
Yeah, and like I
gonna.
said, it took for like half an hour to get through a draft lottery.
Yeah.
So like,
We're gonna be stuck here for a while.
7:33, we've been lied to.
It was,
10. This is going past.
God. Ottawa has 3 picks. They have the 3rd, the 5th, and 28th
Pick is in.
overall. Oh, the pick is in. I'll ask after. I'll ask.
Only got 2
Good.
calls on hold.
Now he has to send it to whoever. I hope it's Eugene.
You guys
I
gonna go to
hope
Mark
it's
or
Eugene.
Todd first? I'm assuming Mark. Yeah, I think because he was first, right? So I think so. Okay.
I hope it's Eugene who has to do it.
Braddock Bog in 1994.
I remember when
What
Bob
the hell?
McKenzie, that was a star potential pick. I
What are
remember
we
looking back
looking
at
at?
that.
Alex Trebek. What the?
Is
Is
he
Alex
doing?
Trebek making the pick? What?
What is this?
They're
What
getting
is
Trebek
this?
to make the pick?
I didn't realize that this was gonna Alex Trebek and the
Oh,
Ottawa
good.
Senators.
Good on Ottawa for doing something fun.
Oh, Tim Stutzel.
What a surprise.
I don't know who made this decision.
That was
I don't know who made that decision, but that was by far the best decision the Ottawa Senators have
can't believe-
made outside of hockey in a while. But like, when was the last time the Ottawa Senators did something fun?
Remember when the Simpsons made fun of them a few years ago? Like that's how low.
Oh,
they
that's
got, is that
embarrassing.
The Simpsons could get a dig on them.
That's just plain embarrassing.
And then you
Is
remember
Mark
that-
not there?
I don't know. He wasn't on. I pressed the phone thing. He wasn't on.
Mark,
What-
you there?
What what do they do with the like? Let's assume they're going to use the 5th overall pick because they're going to draft Jamie Drysdale.
They're gonna get Marco Rossi, and then
what do
Jamie
they-
Drysdale's gonna drop to 6th, I think.
No, he's gonna.
They've got a lot. What
They
did you
can.
say?
They're perfectly fine. They need a right-handed defenseman,
Well,
and
no,
Jamie Drysdale's right there.
But they
that's
also need a
not the
goalie.
Decision. No, but then you have to ask, like, do you go on like need or do you go just best player?
Okay, how much of a difference is Marco Rossi and Jamie Drysdale? Talent level.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, Rossi. Oh, no. Who are Detroit taking?
Perfetti.
Cole
You think
Perfetti,
so?
Everyone has been saying they're taking Cole Perfetti. What do they do with the question I was going to ask is what do they do with the 28th overall pick? Because I've read around that they're going to trade it and bring in, I don't know, something useful.
That was then I'd keep it. I think like where they are right now with development, that's just get the best player available and then just be patient. Because like what is that other piece gonna really do, or what can you really get with the 28th pick
Oh my
in like a
Did
trade?
Okay, I don't know if any of you guys heard what Brian.
Just yelling the Germans are coming. The Germans are coming. As an Englishman myself, I take offense to those sort of jokes. And I'm part German. Fun fact. I like, yeah, you're the Sens. I mean, like, what are you gonna bring in for it? Are you gonna
I
go
don't
with
know.
Penn to be like, yo, I'm gonna trade a first rounder for Ryan Reeves? No, you're not gonna do that.
No.
They're not in a position. Like, just no matter who they have with that pick, they're still gonna be at the bottom of the league next year. Just
Get someone.
That's true.
Yeah, you never know.
take a risk.
Yeah.
You got 3 first rounders. Take a risk.
William Wallander.
William Wallen.
Nico Dawes.
Take a guy with an interesting name.
Remember they took who was it? Lassie Thompson?
Lassie
Yeah,
Thompson.
that was a
That's
drop, and that
that's
was a
a nice
solid
name.
pick. Yeah,
That was it's a nice. Forget about if he's good. I like the Lassie Thompson. That's a great name.
but he
Jacob
injured our boy.
Bernard Docker.
Wait. What
The
did,
real juniors. He injured Barrett Hayden.
did he? Oh yeah. Oh, Barrett
One of our
Hayden-
favorite centers from that draft, by the
No,
way.
he's not.
One of your favorite centers from that
History
draft.
Kotkaniemi has something to say about that.
So Detroit are up next. They have 3 minutes left to decide, which means
Oh.
we have 3 minutes left until we find out who they pick.
We should mention
Yeah.
Steve Eiserman. Hopefully, you're good because he doesn't have COVID, but he was exposed to someone who does.
Yeah.
So he's separate, online from the rest of Detroit's brass. So Steve Eiserman, buddy,
Mm-hmm.
hope you're okay, dude. and don't turn the wings around because we don't need another competitive team in the Atlantic Division.
There's a chance that there could be almost 8 competitive teams in the
Hey, Alex,
Yeah.
as the guy who knows the least about hockey here, who do you have it for?
Cole Perfetti.
Oh, you're such a nerd.
Yo, Elliot just tweeted out 30 seconds. Elliot Freeman saying, "Word is Detroit is throwing a curveball." What's
They're
a
trading it.
curveball?
Cole Perfetti seems like a curveball. Who had
Cole Perfetti's not a curveball. I can see him going in the top 5, man.
Like Cider.
He's gonna pull up Maurice Sider again.
Like
They are
Cider
taking
was a
up-
curveball.
There's no way they take Askarov. If they take Askarov, they're stupid.
I mean, that would be a curveball.
I love
Yeah,
it.
that'd be a very big curveball.
That would be a curveball.
Guys,
Stevie Y wants to start chaos. Watch.
I'm still not over the fact that Detroit, that's why that Ottawa got Alex Trebek to make the pick. That is sensational.
I wonder what they do at 5.
I wouldn't mind another one of him. I'd love
How
it.
many Canadians do we have left? Or is he even? Yeah, he's Canadian. Yeah, he's from
He's
Vancouver.
Canadian.
Alex Trebek, yeah, he's Canadian.
You know
I
who his
believe he's
favorite team is?
the Canadians. I know. But he was originally a Detroit fan because of Gordie Howe.
Yeah.
just
That's
to
kind of
leave.
morbid to think. Once Gordy went, he's like, okay,
Yeah.
time to switch teams.
Okay, what's a curveball?
Askarov,
Jamie Drysdale,
Jake
I
Sanderson.
don't think
Anton Lundell,
I don't think Jamie Drysdale is a curveball at 4th overall.
Anton Lundell.
If Elliot's gonna tweet that out, then like it has to be.
I think it
something
has to be a curveball.
Caden Gould.
Is it Ghoul? Is it? I'm
Gooley. We never. I
Mike.
don't
It's
know.
Ghoulie, right? It's Ghoulie.
It's Ghoul. What the hell? Do you not know English?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
cool.
Mate,
It's Ghoul. What?
I'm over it.
That was a debate we had last episode.
It's Ghoul.
I'm pretty sure it's Ghoul.
Do they take Jake Sanderson here?
No.
If they take Jake Sanderson, I'll be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no. Like they have the pick is in. I really don't know what to expect.
Man, you know what's a hot? I remember at the start, like I want to preface the start of the year. I remember
Pick is
I
in.
said-
There we go.
No, he just said the pick
they-
is in.
There they go.
Pick's
They haven't
in.
admitted and they got the pick in. Sweet. Okay.
Okay.
You a trade to announce? God damn it.
That'd be crazy.
I'm just gonna raise the volume.
Line A for Provorov.
Who is this? Who is I don't know who this is.
Chris Draper.
Oh, Chris Chambers.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Ooh,
Lucas
that is
Raymond.
that's a
Hot
bit
one.
of a curveball there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
geez.
Askarov.
Yeah, it's not Askarov.
It's
Jeez,
not
but
Askarov, but-
Raymond, all right.
Yeah.
It is still a bit
Surprising
of
there. Bit of a.
that is
Now,
surprising.
didn't McGuire was saying something about, I know he was saying Raymond was a fast line, even though like Raymond was high up like all year.
Well, because there were
However-
talks, they were saying he's a climber, and then I saw people pushing back at that, saying no, he's been top 5 all year. It
Yeah.
seemed like he was.
Did they not even
top-
give him a jersey? Losers.
Remember, I think Alex Cosentino actually said last year, or
You know what? I watched
After the lo-
I watched Raymond in the World Juniors in like 2016 or something. This guy was gross. He was like the youngest kid on the Swedish team, and he was gross even for a young kid. He's playing with Dahlin. I was like, oh,
Yeah. It says there his comparable is Mitch Marner.
Oh.
That's a decent.
That's a
Alex
decent-
must love him. Well, Alex and I, since we're both Leafs.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wonder what his dad's like.
I'm still not over Cosentino's just his hair.
You,
his
you really
mustache.
don't like it.
It's just, I don't like when you next like Jeff Merrick, who looks smart, a great suit, the glasses look great, and then you just have like, I don't know. It's just, I have higher standards for the Sportsnet guys, I guess.
Okay, now Ottawa. Now they pick Lucas Raymond. What does Ottawa do with 5?
man, we're about to hit the 3/4 mark of the hour, and we just finished pick 4. Like,
I hope Rossi.
oh yeah, I need to wear my mask for Rossi, my 67s mask.
So they take Rossi at 5.
I
Is that
hope
what you're
so.
saying?
Leading scorer in the CHL or the OHL.
Or less money.
The CHL too, yeah. He had more than Lafreniere.
Just no work, and you do overtime when there is work.
That would be. I mean, Detroit already kind of threw a wrench in there.
Again, back-to-back.
Again.
There's a chance they could take Askarov.
An impact on his total.
Man, imagine that'd be so insane. That'd be so dumb, but so insane.
The soul within me might just leave my.
I have my coworker over here, guys, and he's just begging for them to not pick. He's a Sens guy, obviously, and he's begging for them not to pick Askarov.
So your buddy's an Ottawa fan, I'm guessing?
Well, I mean, we live in Ottawa, so.
Yeah, but you're not a Sens fan, Mike.
I am a Sens fan now.
No, you're not.
Sens Army.
The environment has influenced him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 3 minutes left. Who do they pick?
Marco
I
Rossi.
think it's Rossi. If it's not Rossi, it's Perfetti because of the Michigan connection.
That's it. Remember, there's also the
Adam?
advantage.
Sorry, I zoned out there. I was watching.
There's no way I get this wrong, too, because I know everything about hockey.
So who am I guessing is going fifth?
Like, even if I tell you guys the wrong answer, in my mind, I had the right answer.
I'll go Perfetti. Why not?
There you go.
Jake Sanderson.
Oh, that'd be
Askarov.
that'd be a curveball. I still think
I
they should
think
take
Askarov would be a
Dries.
bigger curveball than Sanderson.
Huge curveball if he went past the top 10 in the top 5.
I still think it should be Drysdale.
I feel so bad for Mike Fuda. Like, why is he here? Why is no one hiring this
The
poor
guy should have
man?
a job.
By the way, again, against Cosentino, Elliot's hair is bad, but he can still like put it together. You know? Just
Yeah.
another bad look here for Cosentino. Like everyone else is looking fantastic, dressed nicely. He thinks he's Hulk Hogan with those handlebars.
Who?
Cosentino.
That's. I mean, the handlebars really aren't there, but okay.
It's
Like,
a
there's
very
some-
thin handlebar.
They're like, yeah, they're the thinnest hand. I can't believe you compared him to Hulk Hogan of all names.
Well, I mean,
The
like,
guy's
when I
got the
think of-
thickest handlebars I've ever seen,
Yeah,
and we're
like,
comparing him to Hulk
If
Hogan.
you think of handlebars, or if I think of handlebars, I'm thinking of Hulk Hogan. I mean, there's some other things you can think of when saying Hulk Hogan, but we're not going to get into that. We want to be strict.
Brother.
Teams with two
I mean,
big-
Daniel, I said I did the Hulk Hogan thing, and Daniel just gave me the weird look. Have you never seen him do that?
I love Hulk Hogan.
Ew.
On screen, not in real life.
You like Hulk Hogan? You don't like what's his name? Like Terry?
Terry
I don't
Bollea.
know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Terry who?
Terry Bollea. That's like his real name.
They said Pagula. I go, that's definitely not the right guy. But that's okay.
Mhm.
There's 40 seconds. This is ridiculous.
I wonder if they just kind of threw a wrench in.
They did.
Of like,
I
yo,
think they
Lucas
knew what they
Raymond.
were doing. I don't know.
Somebody said on Twitter, I can't remember who it was, the Buffalo were willing to move their pick.
Yeah, for a goalie.
Mm.
What?
They
Or, you know,
no,
they could-
they want to take their pick.
Oh,
They
the
want
picks
to
are
move.
in.
With the pick?
Okay, we'll see.
All
It's a
right.
bit off the board. It's off the board.
Not disappoint.
Craig is in. Let's go. Let's go. They should get Eugene to do it this time.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
Seriously, doesn't Merrick look great tonight? Like, that's seriously.
Stop checking Twitter too quickly. It's
There he is. Who doesn't love Pierre?
Oh, Pierre.
Let's talk about bad hair.
Hey, got the guy some
Oh.
slack.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
get
you.
to the point, Pierre. Let's go.
Stutzer? Yeah, French. Let's go.
Jake Sanderson.
Oh!
What is going on? I don't understand.
wow.
I can't believe they took Sanderson.
That throws a wrench. I don't think Jake Sanderson was a top 5
Mike,
pick.
what's the mood with the boys after that pick? Jake Sanderson.
Wow.
Man, that's so BS.
Oh, come on.
He looks like a giraffe. No offense, but like,
Oh my
does this
god.
mean Drysdale's not going to go to Anaheim? I want Jamie to go to Anaheim. The same ice connection. I like Jamie.
Daniel, how would you feel if Jamie Drysdale went to Anaheim?
I'd
It'd
be
just
ecstatic. I always wanted him to go there. They need a right hand shot.
Or do they go off the board and pick Askarov at 6?
John Gibson
I don't
is
know. I
Even
don't
though
think
they
so.
have John Gibson.
Plus, they have Lucas Dostal in the minors. He was a 4th-round pick a few years ago. He's been developing pretty nicely. This is just speculation, not from a Ducks fan, but
Yeah.
what I kind of felt is, the last few picks they had like Isaac Lundestrom, they had Trevor Zegras. I think they go for a forward in the first round.
You know what's really funny, guys, is
What?
last episode you compared him to Ryan Suter, Daniel, Jake Sanderson, and they had his comparable right here as Ryan Suter.
I still don't understand how he's moved up 9 picks in the projection.
And over
And
the
zero
time,
hockey.
games.
Zero hockey's been played since April. And he's moved up 9 picks.
I remember before he moved up, I thought he's someone the Leafs could have gotten. Like he'd fall through the cracks at 15th.
I mean, that's where at the beginning of the season, yeah. Even when the season ended or was postponed, he was at, I think, Adam, I texted you 13th.
Okay, so 6. I'm
That-
going poor Perfetti's getting drafted now.
I'm getting Jamie Drysdale.
Didn't you just say they were going to take a forward?
No, I said they would not because they took
Oh.
Trevor Zegras and they had Isaac Lundestrom.
Yeah, best
That's
player
true.
available.
And as much as I'd like to see Askarov go,
Okay, so
to
who's the best
Ducks,
best player available then?
Jamie Drysdale.
You have Jamie Drysdale, Cole Perfetti, and Marco Rossi.
I have Marco Rossi over Cole Perfetti.
You know what was really funny? Jake Sanderson, if you looked at that delay as it was leading up to the pick, he was shaking his head.
I don't want to be in Ottawa. What do you think? Like, so, I mean, we're not going to see. The thing with Sanderson is we're not going to see him for a couple years, right? So
He bounces out that blue line though. Like he has a bit more of that. What we said, Ryan Suter like play to complement like Brandstrom and Shabbat, who
I mean,
are
it's
those
not
freewheeling guys. Yeah.
yeah, it's not a bad left side.
Listen, it's not. Listen, he's going to be a great player.
Yes.
It's just it becomes an issue of like, all right, look at the guys you've now passed on. You know, you got this is one like Sens fans forever are gonna like slowly look back on how a guy like Drysdale or Perfetti are gonna go.
Do you think?
Or San Jose.
Do you think that they were going to take Sanderson either way? If they didn't take Raymond at 4th, do you think that threw that big of a wrench into the mix? Or Sanderson was their pick? What you guys think?
Who's hosting? Because she's an absolute smoke show.
Is that Captain Tappan, I think?
I think so.
Smoke show.
Because she did the lottery, both lotteries.
Smoke show.
Same person.
All right, well, we'll just listen. I mean, it's not like Sanderson was gonna go top 3 or 4.
No.
I mean, well, I think he would have been their pick either way. It doesn't make any
Oh yeah,
sense.
Byfield breaking barriers, highest black player selected in league history.
Yeah, Vander Kane tweeted, "Congratulations to the guy."
Good for him.
Yeah. He looks like that jersey looks really good on him too. Like,
You look really good on him.
So this is what Adam Wild tweeted. Jake Sanderson on delay looked how Connor McDavid looked on not delay when he learned he was going to Edmonton.
We got the 67s mask going for Rossi here.
So you're saying Rossi at 6?
If it's not Drysdale, it's got to be Rossi.
Do you think they let Dave Nonis announce the pick?
I don't like hearing that name, Alex. You know that.
Dave Nonis. I don't like hearing that name either.
Cody Ceci, Steve Simmons, rent free in your head.
Tuukka Rask.
Not as
Oh,
bad.
I'm over that one.
Did she just say she was a Leafs fan growing up?
Did he say he was a Leafs fan?
No, Catherine Tappan did.
That she's a Leafs fan?
Yeah.
I got
I don't know.
to text
Yeah.
to Keel. Keel's probably going crazy right now to this.
Congrats to Buddy. Yeah, see, there you go.
That's cool. Good for Quentin Byfield.
I think it's gonna be good because Akil and Byfield are friends, obviously playing on the juniors together, and
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be a pair of studs. I think playing together.
For sure. I did not realize Bob Murray has been GM since 2010.
Wow.
Oh, here we go. Trade?
Oh. No trade, Adam. I know you want the trades.
I got so excited. Can we just get to the pick?
I just want to hear who they're picking.
54 minutes in, and we are at 6.
Oh my god.
And no trades have happened. If that picks up, we're going to be here all night.
Holy. And we just want it to go until 16.
By the way, this is every Ducks fan that actually exists. Okay, I like that teddy bear. What am I looking at?
All right, here we go, boys. Junior Drysdale.
You got it.
There we go.
Another defenseman.
I'm happy.
Same
For the
Michael
Ducks
Collins
fans out there.
Very own. This guy
So
bleeds double blue.
So
I love him. Bleed double
If they
blue.
have Drysdale, they can trade Josh Manson. and
exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't know, they need a mentor on that
So
right
when is
side
Jamie
now.
Drysdale going to be inevitably traded?
They're going to be traded.
Happens
Well, because
to
they
every
just-
Ducks defense.
They just ring him in and out.
No, they have Count Fowler, Hampus Lindholm. They've kept
Yeah, Josh Manson.
Josh Manson.
forgot
By the way, that was a Leafs pick, Alex. Josh Manson.
I know. Thank you.
Really?
I know that.
Yes.
Yeah. Same with the John Gibson and the Sam
Ricard
Steele
Raquel.
pick.
I knew
and
about
Ricard,
And
those.
and
Ricard
Maxime
Raquel.
Comtois. Oh, and Andre Kasha was a Leafs
not the
pick.
I think it was Sam Steele, not Comtois.
Both
Yeah, it
of
was-
them for Frederick Anderson.
Oh. Okay. That's okay.
And then Andre Kasha was also a Leafs pick.
That's good. Anything else before we move on to pick number 7?
I'm
Thank
excited
you
for this pick.
Thank you for reminding me of all
I'm
those
sorry.
lovely trades
um,
by Brian Burke.
this was the guy I wanted the Ducks to take. Foundational guy, and kind of just adds to that prospect pool they have now. Like they have a good balance.
Buddy,
I
let me
know-
just say that Erie's jerseys are yucky. They're so cool.
They are nice.
They're all right.
Adam, what do you think? What do you think of them comparing Jamie Drysdale to Cale Makar? Because I know you're on the Cale Makar bandwagon.
Well, first off, what I'm thinking is I'm seeing all the people in this video, and I swear those are not all within the same bubble. I think there's some
Oh.
disrespecting of social distancing. I mean, if you see this,
Hey, the world's worst team is picking. Screw these guys.
anyway, he means New Jersey. Yeah, I mean, he's the type of defenseman the game goes towards, right? I mean, yeah, if you're comparing him to Kale McCarr, I love him. Good for Anaheim. Like they need any more defensemen in the world.
So I just have to say something. It's gonna
Yeah.
make Alex really happy. This was from Mark
What?
Masters. Jamie Drysdale really enjoys watching Morgan Riley. I'm a Leafs guy. I love the Leafs, and he's a guy I watch a lot, and I love the way he plays, and definitely try to take things, any little thing I can from his game, and try to put it into mine.
I mean, I don't mind it at all.
Doesn't that warm your heart?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Are we
Okay.
taking a commercial?
There's no way we're taking a commercial. Are you kidding me? What is this? Okay, I have some things I wanted to bring up.
Mhm.
I did this just in case, thank God. So Jason, since the last time I think we had Mike on, Jason Spence is now a Toronto Maple Leaf again. He's getting $700,000 for 1 year. I like the signing. Like I think from the day that they lost to Columbus, he's been the one guy that I think they needed to resign because he was the only one who looked like he gave a crap in Game
Definitely.
5.
Who's fighting?
Good character.
I mean, I think it was more than sure. Yeah, like I guess the fighting that he got into a fight, but I think just the way he played, like it looked like he cared.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I wasn't saying, oh, enforcer. I just mean,
Oh.
Jason Spezza cared.
Yeah, he cares. And then apparently it's not good enough though, even though it's not free agency yet. Right? Damian Cox. I don't know if you guys saw the tweet.
Well, I did.
Another
Yeah.
guy. It's another guy in this city who just right up there with Steve Simmons, right by Lou Lamoriello. I don't
Why?
understand. What? Go.
Askarov's trending.
Is he? Yeah. I don't understand what Damian Cox's problem is.
He's an agitator but he doesn't. What is he even? Where is he nowadays?
Nowhere.
Exactly.
He has a book. We'll get to it in a little bit. Justin Abdelkader got obviously got bought out this afternoon, or he was put on waivers. First tweet. Now Abdelkader is a player who could add something to the Leafs. Damien, leave it alone.
I remember him, Abdelkader and Luke Glendening. Those were Mike Babcock guys, and everyone were saying that
they were supposed to trade for Luke Glendening.
I remember.
Do you
that,
remember?
yeah.
Like they were going to give up picks for Luke Glendening.
Yeah, because Babs loved him.
He couldn't help himself to play in the final
Get
seconds
outta
of
here.
Game 7.
Honestly,
it's like the Steve Dangle guy said with Damian Cox. Just don't retreat him.
I know.
The banded mouse make retweet very difficult to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. Don't retweet him. Don't just ignore the dude. It's Damian Cox. The guy hasn't been relevant for years. I mean,
but I don't. The issue isn't that it's Damian Cox. The issue is that so many people take what he says for gospel, and it's like, man, like he's wrong. Like he's just straight up wrong in so many ways. Their argument is, you need to re-sign Kyle Clifford so you can give up a second round pick. No, like you can go out there and definitely get someone for cheaper that can fill his role. And the pick is in. The New Jersey pick is in. I'm not sure who's on screen on the left. They were showing someone. My guess it looked like Marco Rossi from afar. I guess now we're back from commercial. Who does the worst team in the NHL take at 7th overall?
Trade?
Marco Rossi.
No.
Just take Perfetti, please.
One or the other. Anton Lundell.
Mike, who do they take?
No worries. Mike.
Rossi.
Rossi to Jersey.
Oh no, they didn't.
Who was it?
It was Holtz.
Alexander Holtz.
Oh, they went off the board.
They did go off the board.
This is turning out to be very interesting.
Poor Perfetti.
I mean, I think if we go back and look at the draft that we did during the pandemic, I don't think like past 3. I'm pretty sure most of us I had Stutzel second. So there I was wrong. But I think past 3, I think we're kind of just all over the place. Like we didn't have Jake Sanderson in the top 5. I think I had him around there as well.
There's a distinct lack of trades going on.
Adam, you're very upset with these trades, with the lack of trades, actually.
Yeah.
Did the Max Domi one at least help? Because it actually affected you directly.
Yeah, it did. It gave me a bit of life, but it's more than like with the Habs. It's like, yeah, that affects my day. If it's a good trade, if it's a bad trade, if there is a bad move made by another team, I can enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect my life. And that's what I want. I want the chaos, okay?
I bet as soon as we end the live stream that there's going to be a trade.
What's interesting is I wonder what this draft order and how messy it's kind of been so far, what it does to the 16th pick and what Montreal do with it.
Well, I'm thinking about, okay, if they're talking about a single player that or a couple players that won't fall. And if they're looking for a right winger, a couple names that come to mind are Jack Quinn, Alex Holtz,
All right, well,
right?
one's gone.
I mean, even a couple of those like Cole Perfetti, Marco Rossi, those guys are probably going to be taken soon. Now you wonder what that leaves with that 16th overall pick.
If another highly offensive but small stature guy falls to Montreal again, I will take it. I mean, Perfetti will not fall that far,
No.
but I'll take it.
You
Man,
never know.
how has Rossi not gone yet? Or Perfetti? This is stupid.
I think
Well, it's good 'cause Minnesota's
what does
actually gonna have a
what does
good player.
Buffalo do?
Who cares about Buffalo?
Okay. That,
Well,
I
they're getting
got
another
I got
forward,
Mike's
right?
I got
The two
I got
best
Mike's
defensemen are
answer.
gone,
I got Mike's
which is what they
answer.
actually need.
What does Buffalo do?
Askarov. I think this is where he goes. This or Nashville, I think. If he gets
I
past
think-
Nashville, I'll be shocked.
I think Nashville more than Buffalo. Because we talked about before, Buffalo has that I don't remember his name. I think Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Yeah.
And I think they're very high on him. Or we could see a trade. I don't know. Like if they're interested in moving that 8th overall pick, that's
Mm-hmm.
potentially gonna
I'm
happen.
get, like,
Another thing from Mark Masters, he said Alexander Holtz in May said he's more like David Pasternak or Philip Forsberg.
Those are good names. I'll take
Yeah.
both of them on my team.
I mean, you're not gonna complain about that
No.
at all. What?
Do we talk about Forsberg enough?
You know, there was that
No.
hype I remember when he got traded from Washington, and he's just gone with the rest of the Nashville team where it's just they've all underperformed.
The moment Duchesne got there, it's like, oh,
Well, no, I just think, yeah, I guess.
Because he
I
was
guess
an
the moment
all-star.
the shake out there.
here you
Phil
I
go.
mean,
Forsberg.
they kind of looked invisible, their offense this year, from being
Mhm.
honest.
But have we
Right,
talked
then-
enough about Martin Erat?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave that one
Speaking
alone.
of trades, did you? I
Yes.
know Alex, you've seen it. Daniel, have you seen the trade deadline mini game for franchise mode for NHL 21?
Sounds like an ad for them.
It looks great. It looks like it's gonna be fun. A minute 20 and Buffalo.
Is it worth the pre-order?
Well, if you just pre-order a game, you don't like, or at least like if you were to just go on the PlayStation Store because you're playing.
Can I
on
cut you
PlayStation-
off for a second? I just have all these stats up here. Jack Eichel leads in goals, assists, points, and game-winning goals. All of them.
Wow.
God, he's a god. If you just pre-order the standard game on PlayStation, it's free, dude, and then you get the NHL '94 thing for free. So it literally does not matter. But then
Mhm.
if you pre-order it and you have the download set up, the moment it's released, you can just play it.
Okay.
I
So
wouldn't
wait-
recommend getting the other editions unless you're gonna play multiplayer, which we're busy people. We don't do that, and that's
Yeah,
where
or
it's
we
like
have
the
different
highest
systems.
Edition's like $120. I wouldn't waste your money on that. Just like
The
pre-order
120,
the normal
God.
one.
Wow. I might just wait. I don't know. Like every time there's been like a
Because
pause
I'm-
in the season, the game gets really cheap. I remember in
Friday.
2013. Like yeah, 2013,
what
I
I'm
got
waiting for.
NHL 13 3 months into the lockout for $25.
It's so upsetting that Drysdale went after Sanderson. By the way, that hurt. me.
Yeah, but you know, that's the guy I wanted at 6. I needed him to go there.
Oh, trade.
Taylor Hall has returned to the New Jersey Devils.
Oh.
You gotta stop saying trade. It's not gonna happen
Here
if
we
you
go.
keep saying it.
Kevin
That's
Adams.
what he looks like. Not good hair. Oh, who cares?
Oh, shut up.
Who is he thanking?
Tampa for
congratulating-
Congratulating Tampa on winning.
Shut up.
I just got here and I kind of have to myself look good.
There we go, Rossi.
I just remembered too, this was supposed to be.
They went with the other 67.
Wait, they went with
Ooh,
Jack Quinn?
Quinn?
Oh,
Oh my god, I'm
He
done.
went higher than
Oh
I'm
my
done. I'm still
God.
wearing the mask.
That's fine. He's still at 67.
Wait a minute. Get 52. Go down.
Wow.
Rip. God,
again off the board. What is
What's
going
going
on?
on? That means Rossi.
Even
could not
he's
go top 10.
confused.
Yo, what if Rossi straight up does not go
Never
top
thought I'd
10?
see the day where Jack Quinn would be selected ahead of Marco Rossi.
My God.
I think the reason like Jack Quinn's just
I
kind of
mean,
standing
Quinn-
there is because he can't believe what's happening. He's like, "What do you mean Raymond went for?"
Yeah, like this just the Raymond pick. It wasn't a curveball, but it wasn't what most people were expecting.
Like four.
Sanderson going ahead of Drysdale was not, or what I wasn't expecting. Now this, I don't know.
Jack was very coachable. He was very receptive to trying new things.
Like, don't get me wrong, he's gross.
Yeah,
But is he grosser than Rossi? I debate otherwise.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that
agree.
was filthy, though. That goal was just nice. That was just not okay.
I'm just taking. Okay, let's see. Let's see how the rest of the.
Comparable Mark Stone.
That's a comparable and a half right there. I have it here. This is from Pierre LeBrun. Ducks got legit offers on their number 6 pick instead, but resisted moving down. So I weren't going to pass up Drysdale.
Good move.
Daniel loves it.
I phoned them in and like, don't do it, Bob.
You phoned in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, I understand. Okay.
He had 40 more goals this year than he did the year before.
See, we've had a lot of shocking selections, but you know what really helped this draft? A trade or two.
It would.
Seth Jarvis, he's around there.
So I guess we should tell them the Minnesota Wild are on the clock with the 9th overall pick. What does Minnesota do with 9th overall? Let's start with
Askarov.
Mike.
Oh, man. If they're not picking a forward, if they're not picking a center,
They're
then
picking at. Oh, did we lose Mike?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think he froze.
he froze up there. So Adam, you said Askarov.
Yeah.
I could see them doing that. Like I know they have. I don't remember his name. I think Vevalainen is the goaltender who played a few games this year. They might be. I don't know if they're necessarily content with that. I don't think I'm necessarily content with that. But I mean, we're gonna have to see what happens at that point. I think Mike makes a good point before he froze that they
I'm like,
could
oh, right
make.
now.
Yeah, that's a good screenshot right there. I think it would be interesting to see. I think they take one of Perfetti or Rossi.
Yeah, I think where they are in their situation, I think they should get whoever is best available
And
because
that's
the Wild
Perfetti.
kind of need everything.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
I mean, they're looking for a center.
I mean,
right?
like, okay, the way they're kind of built is like, I wouldn't take Askarov because I think that there's the pieces in there already that they still kind of want to try to win or try
Right.
to be of a competent team. And Askarov is a goalie that's going to take, 5 years? Or, unless he's like Marc-Andre Fleury, he just comes in.
Well, he has a contract in the KHL for I
Yeah.
think 2 years. So you're talking 2 years minimum.
Yeah, and it's realistically, I don't see him making that jump. Like I think
In
okay,
2
I
years.
I think he's good, but in terms of a first round pick type goalie, he's not Carey Price or he's not Andrei
Right.
Vasilevsky.
Sorry,
I agree with that.
can you just say that again, Daniel?
He's not Carey Price or he's not Andrei Vasilevsky.
I think that's a big comparison to make for a goalie.
Because like when I see Vasilevsky come in, he was a backup for quite a bit before he became the starter. And like
Right
I don't
behind
think-
Ben Bishop.
Yeah, and where Minnesota is right now, they don't have that. Even Carey Price when
Right,
he came in,
yeah.
the Canadians had Cristobal Huey. He was still putting up starts. He was a good goalie. Just his contract is expiring. They traded him to Washington. They could have gone with that tandem going to the playoffs, but they wanted a 22-year-old Price to be the starter.
I could see, but you don't think it'd be. I could see him making the jump in 2 years. Like you look at a guy like Samsonov, and I know Samsonov I think he was in the 2016 draft.
2015.
Oh, so it's been
Yeah.
5 years. But it seems like he's better than all those guys. Like they're saying, hey, like he's better than Spencer Knight. And like
Mhm.
Spencer Knight was supposed to be this guy who's like, okay, he's gonna make the jump in a few years. And if he's better than that,
They said that about Jake Ottinger as well when he went
Wasn't it
27.
like, Spencer Knight's the best since Vasilevsky, Price, Askarov better than Spencer Knight, the most coveted goalie prospect since Vasilevsky, since Price. Whoa!
I feel like we haven't heard. Oh, it's just a pick. I feel like we haven't heard about Spencer Knight. Now let's go.
No,
this
not
pick.
too much.
He was good in the NCAA. He
Yeah.
was good.
Can I say a joke? It's pretty funny what New Jersey just put.
Yeah.
They
Go
have
quickly.
Triple H on the team now. Hischier, Hughes, Holt.
Triple H, time to play the game.
I love the wrestling references today. Yeah, I don't know. It
One
just
second,
you know,
Marco Rossi. There we go.
there.
That's a great
Best
pick for
available.
the team. Listen, yeah, they took the best available guy.
'Cause they
I
need
wouldn't
to.
be surprised. 10 is Nashville, right? I believe
11.
10 or 11. He's
10 is Winnipeg. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Rossi's Austrian?
Yeah.
What?
So you know how Winnipeg needs a center?
Yeah.
Cole Perfetti.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to step in next year, but
It's a start.
to start, Perfetti 10, Askarov 11 to Nashville.
Getting a guy talked about being in like the top 5 and then getting him, it's gonna be closer than most guys that are going 10.
I heard an interesting conversation. They were talking about it on Hockey Central today about, we've been able to see these Swedish guys because they've been playing in the SHL. Do you think that has a factor on some of the draft picks tonight? Because Holtz and Raymond, both guys who at the beginning of the season were supposed to go high, didn't go as high as we expected, or they went higher than we expected now.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think
Do you think
it's
that has a
just-
factor?
I think for me, it was just kind of something, Bob McKenzie reiterates every World Juniors is that it's been like the parity that's been kind of going on with these junior leagues, that every year there's more of these guys coming in from these other leagues, that the competition is there. It's that when we see the CHL, we see all of that. It's something that's still super competitive and something that still produces most of the players, but it's like not at that pedestal that we're used to seeing anymore. So like sometimes with these picks, I don't think they really surprise me as much unless you were to ask me like in 2010 or if it was the same situation or not.
Right. Adam, quickly before I add Mike back in. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I remember at the end of the 2019 draft, well, the first thing I always do is I look up who was supposed to go first the next year.
Yeah.
Cosentino said when talking about Lafreniere to watch out for Lucas Raymond specifically.
Right.
So I think, did it help? Yes, but I think it was more of a. I think I always thought Raymond was going to go a little higher. I'm happy he did. Maybe it definitely helped, yes, but I think it's fair,
Okay.
This isn't just, what the hell are you doing, Jake Sanderson? I think it's fair these Swedes are going.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add
men
Mike.
in the league, right? You're not playing teenagers. It makes guys look even better, right?
I'm gonna add Mike back in here. Once he decides to join, Mike is back connecting to the audio. Mike, Marco Rossi, 9th overall. You
Good
seem
stuff,
excited.
man. I'm excited for him. I like him. I feel that he got snubbed. That's what took him too long.
Yeah. I had him at 5th, I think, on my draft board.
Is he at where the hell is that Sanderson? Who's
That's
being
Sanderson.
interviewed?
That is
Yeah,
Jake
that's
Sanderson.
Is he doing it at UND? That's kind of funny.
I think so.
It looked like he was in a luxury box with his.
That this parents are.
Definitely.
Mike, who goes 10 and 11 with the Winnipeg and the Nashville pick?
Perfetti's got to go next. Actually,
And
no,
11?
because they need defense. Winnipeg needs defense, but they're not going to address it immediately with the draft. So, tough one, man.
Do you think they
Buffalo
take
Twitter is
Cole
insane.
Perfetti as a center, correct?
Yeah.
So you think Winnipeg takes Cole Perfetti? They need a center. I know you're not going to get him now, but
2 seconds. Let me see. Let me think.
Braden Schneider.
okay, you think. You know what? I wouldn't
I think
mind
it's Schneider.
Braden Schneider.
Yeah.
You think
Schneider
Braden
plays that
Schneider?
brand of hockey.
I was really hoping for Braden Schneider to fall to 15.
It's okay. Maybe a goalie will.
I'm sorry. Askarov is not dropping past Carolina. If Carolina is there and Askarov's still available, they take Askarov like that.
No, I think the Hurricanes can't help themselves, and then they take another defense.
No, they don't. Stop it. Get out of here.
I like how Florida were married to Spencer Knight.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see. So Mike said Perfetti. Adam, what did you say?
I am going to go. I'm going to keep saying Askarov until it happens.
Okay,
No,
Daniel.
it's Perfetti.
Perfetti. Daniel.
Braden Schneider.
Really throwing a curveball here.
Throwing a curveball here. I think we're reaching that point in the draft.
That there's already
So
been
who's the
curveballs. What do
I'm
you
thinking
mean?
Braden
know.
Schneider. Braden Schneider. I'm on Braden Schneider wave for this one.
Because he's a
Is this
defenseman,
Perfetti
Yeah.
on the screen right now?
If it's not Schneider, it's
Yeah.
Perfetti.
Oh, poor guy.
If they want to pick the best available player, they're picking Perfetti. If they're dumb, they're gonna or just drafting for need, which you're not supposed to do, like the Habs did a couple years ago. Then they're gonna take Schneider. I think you don't draft positionally, man.
Well, the pick is in.
Adam,
should-
thoughts?
We should find out soon.
Thoughts?
Imagine picking Kotkaniemi 3rd instead of 15th.
But he was the best center in there. Don't
He's a
give me
dirty
Barry
player.
Hayden
He almost
stuff.
ended Sanheim's career.
Stop it. Yeah,
You're just so mad about
the
that
same to
still.
Yesberry. Ooh, trade.
That was unexpected.
Oh,
Nope.
Why are they letting Blake Wheeler make the pick?
Yeah, he's
let
practically
Line make the
boss.
pick. His last move as a Jet.
He announces his own trade.
We make the 10th overall selection. I would like to invite Crystal Howardchuk, wife of Dale.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that.
That's
I
a good
like
move.
that.
That's a good move.
To make our selection. Crystal.
Thank you.
We can't hear you.
First, our family would like to thank the Winnipeg Jets
Okay, there we
and
go.
all of Dale's
It's a
loyal fans
really,
and
really
friends
nice gesture.
for their love and support through his very tough fight of stomach cancer.
Damn, man.
He was a great hockey player and a very special man. I want you to know that he loved Winnipeg and always felt a special connection to the people of Manitoba. We both consider Winnipeg our home. Your love and support meant so much to him. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Now I am thrilled to announce with the 10th selection, Jets select from Saginaw Spirit.
There we go.
There we go. Cole Perfetti. That's a good pick for the team.
Wow.
Beautiful moment. Crystal Howardchuk, the wife of the late Dale Howardchuk, making the selection.
That's definitely a
Perfetti,
good
the
pick.
all-in hockey kid, grew up around
It's what they need too, right? They do need it. Yes, they need D, but they need a center.
They need that,
It's-
that foundation
not-
to build it now.
And it's not like Braden Schneider was going to come in next year and play for the team.
Do you think Cole Perfetti has a chance to make the roster?
A small chance. I think he has a bigger chance than Braden Schneider.
What a steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a steal for the
Cosentino's
Jets.
been waiting for this one all
After
night.
everything they've gone through.
So we've
Exactly.
seen players like Jack Roslovich or even Mark Scheifele early on that they
Okay, so
did
who's
play those
Nashville's
handful of
pick?
games.
Yeah, they were with that with Scheifele, weren't they, Daniel? It was
Yeah.
like, no, you're going back to Barry. You stay there until you're ready.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Dude.
Okay. Now I'm very sure. I think they're gonna take Nashville's gonna take Askarov. I don't actually know. I don't have any sources. I just think it makes sense.
Their last highest goalie pick, I believe, was
Oh, I
Magnus
was muted.
Hellberg.
All right.
Went 38th.
I'm going to go ahead and say either Dawson Mercer or Seth Jarvis for this one.
So
Really?
no Yaroslav Askarov.
I don't think Askarov. I think they got Sorrows for the future, man. Like,
I would hope you have a better future than that.
like
though.
they
Yeah.
have Sorrows for the future, and they got at least one more year of Pekka.
I mean, yeah. I guess I just think I don't know. I think they could use Yaroslav Askarov. I don't know how much they trust.
Why are they showing this
Usually
guy doing a
Soros.
Rubik's
Why are they
Cube?
showing this guy doing a Rubik's Cube?
57 seconds for a Rubik's Cube is not even that impressive, by the way. My buddy
Yeah.
Cameron can do it in like 12. So this,
So is that Cole Perfetti?
I think it was, yeah.
Yes.
Why
It's
are they
just an
showing?
algorithm. It's just like. It's not
I want to know what jersey you got on there, Alexander.
John Tavares, the ordinary John Tavares, though.
That guy sucks.
Yeah,
Sends Army.
guy's
He's no
garbage.
Colin White.
No,
Oh.
he's no Chris
I don't think he
Tierney.
sucks.
He's no Logan Brown.
No
I think
Artem
he's
Anisimov.
Yeah.
The who's
I
who.
mean, if he wears Leafs pajamas as a kid, he has to be overrated.
They were bed sheets. They were bed sheets.
People
Oh,
Pajama
always
boy.
mention
You all
that.
got it wrong. They
What
all got it
don't
wrong.
mention is the Y-wing from Star Wars Episode 1 that he has with him as well. People don't talk about that. That
Oh,
Jonathan
yeah.
Barris is
Yeah,
a
he-
prequels fan.
He's a prequel
He's-
fan. He's one of us.
One of
Wow.
us. One of us.
Wouldn't it be funny if the Leafs drafted Askarov?
That would be
It would be.
Oh, I love
I
it.
would absolutely love it.
It's possible, man.
Don't say that, please.
I'd buy the jersey. If they do, I'm gonna buy his jersey.
You would buy his jersey right away.
I'm gonna stick around I'm just gonna stick around here just to see your reaction.
I agree. Great.
I want to know what.
Okay,
Another hour
If
at
Yaroslav
this pace.
Askarov goes 15th, I will buy his jersey.
Right away.
Notch.
Right away.
Huge
Yeah.
notch.
This is
You
being
have to do
live
it.
streamed, Daniel.
The
If you don't
Adidas
do it,
one, not the
shave your
Nike.
eyebrows.
There is evidence of you saying that.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
live on.
Elliot Friedman. There are rumblings today. Nash might go goalie. We'll see.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Friedman drops his ball.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Can you imagine they draft a goalie and it's not Askarov?
That'd be so
Nico
Who else
Dawes.
is
That'd
there?
be so
Who
dumb.
else is there?
Nico Dawes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about him. Yeah, Nico Dawes could be an interesting pick.
Oh, there's your
This guy went to St. Mike's, just plugging
What
that.
is
Just
the
saying.
way
Thanks.
He's laced up
Thanks,
his
Mike.
jersey. That looks terrible.
Did he lace up his jersey,
Front.
or did they give it to him like that?
He needs the initiative there. Looks like he's tying up his shoes, but that's disgusting.
Tell us what your parents did and what you were able to do to stay on top of your game by using your home as a gym.
Yeah, you know, I'm rich. My family just built a gym for me in the basement. It's all good. You know, it's all about getting pucks in deep, you know.
Well, you look
know,
at Lafreniere's
do some weights,
plays,
you know.
and you're like, man. See, you know,
Did the
what? I
gym,
love
did some
the
box jumps, you know.
comparisons.
Practice
Sorry
my
to interrupt you, Mike,
crossovers.
but I love the comparison of like you see Lafreniere and like they have the HD, you know, the wicked camera set up and all that. And then they went to like Byfield and it's the crappiest webcam and he's there with his family. Like the Lafrenieres are all dressed up all finely like debutantes almost. It's so weird.
I feel like Quinn and Byfield right now with my camera quality.
Where's your new webcam? Aren't you supposed to have it?
Funny, it came in right before we started this episode, but I didn't have time to set it up.
Pick is in.
Just to let you know, Winnipeg had lots of opportunities to trade down. They didn't. That's from Darren Dreger.
Are they gonna go Askarov?
Yes, they're going to go Askarov.
No, he has to go to the
feel it.
Leafs, so I get his jersey.
David Boyle, the Nashville Predators.
Okay,
Boiler.
GM for as long as we've been alive.
Oh my god, that is such an ugly jacket.
Good.
Even their jackets are ugly.
It looks like mustard.
Yep.
Thank you, Gary. The Nashville Predators are very excited to have the 11th pick in this draft.
That's
We're
nice.
also very excited to have a special person present Our selection.
Mike Fisher.
Is Roman Yossi, our captain.
Oh.
There we go.
Carrie Underwood.
Winner is the best defenseman in the National
Nothing
Hockey
beats
League.
Alex Trebek.
Roman, if you do the
Yeah,
honors
no,
first,
I
Carrie-
don't think we're ever gonna
Oh,
do-
the tweet already spoiled it.
Wait, don't
Yossi-
say it.
yeah,
Don't say
Yossi
it.
Yossi looks like a snack. My
That's
Oh,
right.
no.
Oh,
The jersey.
Yaroslav Askarov.
Sorry,
All right, I'm
Pekka.
not buying his
There he
jersey.
is. No, you have to buy the Nashville one now.
No, I said Lee. I said if you drop the 15.
Fine, fine.
2020 NHL Draft.
I'm sorry if you're 7 seconds ahead of us.
You're on the clock.
But even if I was, man, I
So,
still
watch
want
your
to
battery before you
Where
get it.
Man.
my
Okay.
trades.
Your guy went.
This
Yaroslav
is
Askarov.
disgusting.
I feel like I should also tell you this. You're up in a minute.
Since 2013, only 3 goals.
That's not. I don't know.
Yay!
I think I was talking to Adam about it,
Technically sound,
and
handles the
I
puck
think
well,
this
speeds
was the
well,
team that could have gone them before Carolina.
athletic,
Like they
Yeah.
don't.
competitive, challenge shooters,
I don't think they trust. I don't trust UC
big
Saros
percentage, and his
enough
last return
by
nine-
himself.
Bro, I wonder how Askarov is gonna look in the K.
Unbelievable.
He's gonna be on that Russian gas, and it's just gonna propel him to a new
Well, I
stratosphere.
mean,
Is he
if you look at the numbers posted by Shishurkin and Sorokin, it's ridiculous how good the goalies are over there. Like 910 is 910 in the KHL's like probably like 895 in the NHL.
So is he
Like
playing
it-
on?
Yeah, he's playing in the
it's
KHL.
ridiculous how few shots they face because
He's
the ice
playing
is
in the
probably-
KHL.
Yeah, but is he playing for St. Petersburg, Alex?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm worried about is the
Mhm.
inflated numbers.
3 games this year so far he's played. 974 save percentage.
Pretty good.
Okay, 5 more picks
Snyder,
and
by the
then
way, next. I'm saying
So it
Snyder.
looks like you won't get Askarov.
We will not be.
that sucks. Mike, did you say we?
American defenseman Jake Sanderson.
I heard Mike say we. Guys,
So now the question becomes:
What'd you guys say about me?
Florida
I heard you say we about Toronto. You gotta
I did not say
decide. I definitely heard him say we. You gotta decide. Are you Sen's army or what?
He's
You
talking
think?
about the Wii organization, I think.
No,
Yeah,
he's
exactly. I'm talking about the
definitely-
Wii scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As journalists, these are the pressing,
Sure,
pressing
sure.
issues we must.
Yeah.
keep,
Askarov got
talking about.
drafted. The Askarov won't get drafted by the We Foundation. That's
Yeah.
definitely what you meant there.
From
Oh, man.
J.D. Burke, the Buffalo Sabres found a way to draft the second best player on his team at 8th overall. Yeah, Jack Quinn's an Ottawa 67, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
So we always say that Nashville Predators are the defense factory, and we see Roman Yossi with the Norris Trophy.
I can't believe the potential for this guy. Franchise goalie. That's
Jeez.
brutal, eh, boys?
Last time I think Nashville took a goalie this because they traded down, and that pick became Erik Karlsson, and they got Chet Picard.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
And then later in that draft, they got Roman Yossi.
yeah.
Listen, like seriously, speaking of Yossi, how good does he look?
He
Like,
looks beautiful.
I am jealous of that man.
Okay, we get it. You have a man crush on Yossi, Adam.
Not
Okay, who
just
did,
Yossi, Lundqvist, Carey
Okay, who-
Price, Craig Smith.
who does Florida take with
Schneider.
12?
Braden
Braden
Schneider, Kaden Gould.
Okay. They have. I think it look. I don't know if it's Bill Zito. I don't think Bill Zito can be a part of the draft because he was on.
Oh, yeah.
He was on. Where was he before? Columbus. I don't think he can. And it's the same with Bill Armstrong in Arizona. He can't be a part of the draft. So
Why? Because he knows the other guy's list.
yeah.
Ah. Oh, you gotta love. I love the pictures behind Shovel Day Off. Can
I
we
don't-
find Liney's?
I don't see Patrick Line.
Oh, I see it. It's behind Reynolds on the left.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Because he can't be close to Blake Wheeler. He might
Yeah,
get
he-
upset.
he
You don't want to upset
can't be
Blake
next to
Wheeler.
Shifley.
Boo hoo. He can't be next to Shifley. Yeah. I don't like whatever the Florida Panthers do. They're the Florida Panthers, man.
If only they
Like-
were the Quebec Panthers.
No.
The Laval Panthers.
They already have a team.
Panthers
QC
de Laval.
Panthers. Quebec City Panthers.
Who brings in more fans, the Laval Rocket or the Florida Panthers? Probably the Laval
Laval
Rocket.
Rocket. For sure. Yeah, 30 seconds left.
I feel like this. Oh, there
The
it is.
pick is
Okay.
in. Let's go.
I'm gonna mute you.
All right,
for
you
a
guys ready
second.
for me to go off the board here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the board.
Penny LaPierre.
You think so?
Really?
No, I don't think so at all. But I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Snyder.
Caden Guel.
Caden Gould.
Caden Guel or Dawson Mercer.
Both excellent names.
Oh, I guess Bill Zito can
Bill
announce. I don't
Zito.
know.
Shout out to Lundell still being available.
I remember Adam projected him as like a third line center.
Did he just thank the 10 fans?
Yes, he thanked 10. They're 10 fans.
Oh my god! Thank God.
Honestly, Florida has less fans than Ottawa.
Oh,
That's
and they
saying a
took
lot.
Lundell right as I said it. God
Oh,
damn
wow,
it.
they took Lundell.
Called it.
There we go, Adam. There we go, Adam. Look at you.
What I want to know is why.
Uh,
No, you know
was
what? I
he-
get
Was
it.
he injured this
They
year?
need they need Finnish centermen. That's their specialty.
This is Barkov's replacement.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you think? Like now we're 4 picks away from Montreal.
Yeah.
And there's that idea on the board that there's a trade available.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard about that.
Hey,
Do
remember
you
how they
think-
traded Max Domi for Josh Anderson?
Yeah,
They
you know
traded
Dougie
Max Domi
Hamilton
at the
and Tyler
third.
Seguin, Mike. Yeah, I've heard of them too.
He's not a Leafs fan.
He's a Sens fan.
Exactly.
Why are you hurting
You know,
me?
the Habs
The Rangers fan.
plan is probably to make up for it with this pick here. Like this is going to solve all their problems.
I wonder, because like so many draft boards, I saw Dawson Mercer 15th or 16th. I wonder who it has to fall for them not to trade that pick, or that report was just completely wrong, and then we all look terrible,
That could definitely be it too.
which is
And I
going to be
wouldn't-
heartbreaking.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I mean, like, I want Dawson Mercer. And I don't know, great name.
That's why we're drafting him, because he has a great name, right?
Simple as that.
That's a great reason to draft people.
Can't believe Anton Lindell played a game with his dad. That's pretty
Wow.
awesome.
Oh,
Imagine
that-
imagine your
wow.
dad e-bugging. That's kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
You
very
know
cool.
what? I don't hate the look of. Maybe it's from watching F1. I don't mind seeing a lot of logos on jerseys anymore. I don't.
Give me on.
No. No.
I wouldn't tell
John
Brian
is
Burke that
great.
though. Brian
Last one's
Burke
been
might
off
get a
since
little
I took
upset.
That was good. I was just.
How do you feel about that, Alex? I know you're a big
Off,
soccer
I was
guy.
listening to like.
What
I just checked.
things on jerseys?
Yeah.
I don't mind. Like I think there's crowded. Like I think some leagues you can just throw it on and it gets a little crowded. I don't mind one or two. Like you look at the NBA has
very
one.
nice.
Right. I think theirs is like right here or on the
Yeah.
one side. I don't mind a couple. It's a good revenue stream,
Mhm.
right?
I don't like when it overpowers the team. Like the team logo is just on the side, and then you have the huge thing on the front.
Yeah. I don't want it to do that. Okay, I don't know how true this is. Someone's been told that the Devils have gotten up to 12 calls on their 18th and 20th overall picks. No deal at the moment.
Who tweeted that out, Alex?
I don't Puck Report NHL.
Yeah. Great. Puck Reporter NHL on Twitter.
I just wanted to throw it in the mix to see what you would
Seriously,
say.
like, I'm gonna be so irritated. I have a Frankenstein quiz tomorrow. I'm gonna be really annoyed trying to fall asleep tonight if there's no trades. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Why?
Because I want trades. I like trades. I like it to, because here's the thing: if there are trades, that makes our
They'll be
podcast
playing
more
tomorrow.
interesting.
I'm sure of it.
What quiz do you have tomorrow? You say?
I
Frankenstein.
have a reading quiz on Frankenstein tomorrow.
What?
The original. It's a gothic horror class.
A gothic what?
I'm doing an English minor.
Oh. Did you say gothic horror class?
Yes, that's the name
What
of the
did
class.
you think he said?
No, I just didn't know that was a class.
Yeah, it is. I think it's like 5.
You know what?
5 or
Of all the things, Ryerson has a class on Las Vegas, so I'm not
They
surprised.
do. They do. Yeah.
Viva Las Vegas. That's literally
you
what the
take
class
it?
is called.
Have
It's
you
just the
taken it?
history of Vegas.
Have you taken it?
No,
Is it an economics class or?
no, it's like an actual like history class on Vegas.
You know,
I kind of want to take
We
it.
should probably go back to hockey.
The birdest
It's a
of bird
commercial.
courses I've taken is probably like the short story class I took, but
Wow.
that's about it.
Yeah,
Well,
that sports economics class ain't no
Midterm on
course.
Friday, gonna ruin my life.
Alex, can you
fail.
explain to us what escrow is yet?
That's the way to.
Oh God, no.
Mike,
God, no.
escrow.
I think I have a basic understanding. I don't think I have a basic understanding though. It's very. I don't even want to try to explain it to you live. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be.
You're
a
just
little
gonna
messy.
embarrass yourself.
Yo,
I'm
by the
gonna
way,
embarrass myself.
Daniel, I love that your hat and the chair go together. It looks nice.
Thank you.
Double checking one thing here, if you don't mind.
We're still Carolina has the next pick.
Oh, I wonder if they take Dawes.
No.
He's like
Advanced.
ranked 63rd, I think, coming into this.
Here are
It's
the
got to be
net-
It's got to be Dawson or Caden Gould. I'm saying it. If not, I'm going off. I'm saying Henny
The
Lapierre.
Hats pick Hendricks Lapierre.
They
I'm
have
gonna
17
lose it.
seconds left. 15.
That's true. If the Habs
12.
do pick Henny Lapierre, I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
Neither would I.
They're just like, yeah, we'll pick a Quebec guy, not the Quebec guy everyone
They
was
are
looking
cutting
for,
it
but we'll take
close.
You say that the Habs have not picked a lot. Oh,
I think we have a trade, guys.
one. Oh,
Oh,
Alex?
that's boring. Boo. You cut it down right to the wire.
Don, you look so old. There you
Seth
go.
Jarvis.
Jeez, that's another guy.
Hey guys,
Off
get your
the
better
ball.
quality. What the hell is that?
What's the lighting about?
Oof.
A, what's the lighting of that house? And B, get some better Wi-Fi.
You guys are so mean.
No.
A little bit.
You know what? Good pick for them, man.
It is a good pick.
Like
Yeah,
Carolina need more.
It'll be a good. Honestly,
remember when Carolina struggled to draw fans?
I predict that. I think he'll look like a Warren Fogle type.
Yeah.
Best Twitter handle in the
Just a
league.
smaller version, because he's only 5'10", but the guy grinds.
I have a horrible feeling where they're going to commercial break before the Habs pick.
Yep, probably.
I mean, yeah, that would. I don't want another.
Seth
commercial.
Jarvis. Seth
We
Jarvis.
cut
I'm
him.
from Boston. Seth Jarvis.
Dawson Mercer
Pretty sure he's from Winnipeg.
from Winnipeg.
He
By the
is, but
way-
I'm just pretending I have a Massachusetts accent.
Okay.
I kind of love that earlier Mike mentioned Akil Thomas. The LA Kings tweeted out a picture of him with Quinn Byfield after they won at the World Juniors.
Yeah,
He said
good
they're
picture. Because I
reunited.
saw Akil
Yes.
posted it earlier. He's like, yeah, good luck to my boy.
I think that's something that makes us all happy.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, the Edmonton Oilers have to do something here.
Snyder, why not? If they take Dawson Mercer,
What
out of the
obscure
team-
pick are they going to make?
I don't know.
Okay, who is projected to go 25th? Like that just seems like something Edmonton would do.
Noel Gunler?
Damon Hunt.
No, then. Okay, that's the names we're going with.
No, that's who the Devils pick.
The worst
Damon
team in
Hunt.
hockey.
Like, how could you not?
I believe in Kenny Holland.
Another Mitch Marner comparable. Have they talked to his dad? Is his dad any good?
No, they've been.
That's all that matters.
No, I bet you Seth Jarvis's agent's Darren Ferris.
You think so?
Should be.
Oh,
I believe it.
Oh, the Islanders.
I know
won you.
Darren Ferris's agent is right now, and that's still at home.
Man, I can't wait for the Leafs to pick, and then Steve Simmons is just gonna go on a tirade. Look at Alex's face. He's like, no. No.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
I'm gonna kill
No,
myself.
you're not. You're mentioning it on the show. You always
No, I won't.
do.
Steve
I won't.
Simmons
I won't.
lives
I
in
won't.
Alex's head rent free.
I won't even bring it
Rent
up.
free, buddy.
I won't,
Rent free.
I won't text you about it. I won't even bring it up. You
Does he have a
watch.
nice rug? Maybe a love seat or two.
Okay.
I hear beanbag chairs are really nice, by the
Yeah,
way.
they are.
Coming back.
I've enjoyed this
I mean,
way too much, but I have to go.
Adam, you're really one to talk about rent free. You talk
Hey.
about the guys on Twitter more than I talk about Steve Simmons.
Yeah,
Every
Yeah,
text
Adam, if you follow that
I
at
get
the
is about
hockey
that.
expert, then that's just not good. You can't proclaim yourself as the at hockey expert unless you're me. The running joke is that I know everything about hockey and they're peasants. That's what we run with.
I feel like I know everything about hockey when it comes to the draft, and then draft day happens, and I look like a fucking idiot.
I don't
me
see
too.
us draft. If they take, I swear to God, if they get Dawson Mercer, don't do it.
They're gonna go off the board.
Who is that? Do you know who
Holloway.
that is?
Holloway.
Dylan Holloway. That was a guy in the mid-teens too.
He was ranked 20th according to TSN.
Oh,
Okay, hear me out.
let's hear you out.
Yan Kuznetsov.
Where's he supposed? That sounds like a made-up name from NHL 20.
No, he's actually in the supposed to go in like the second round.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm really sad for this guy that's projected to go next year. I think it's next year. His name's Ivan.
That's awesome. That's like Aturati.
It's like just like Jacob Tutu-esque, right?
Yeah.
Like just the same person.
That's funny.
It's like Washington Capitals prospect Connor McMichael. It just sounds fake.
Don't they have like Alex Alexiev?
Yeah.
Isn't that one of their prospects?
Alex Alexiev.
Yeah.
Goal is to have Ryan
Kenny
Nugent
Holland.
Hopkins here for a long time. He's a
You know, I believe in Kenny Holland. I believe in Harvey Dent.
You say that now.
That's true.
Did you
Until he
put
has
The
to
Oilers
pay
are the
people.
Oilers.
I believe.
Yaroslav Askarov.
I don't know if I believe in Kenny Holland.
Just wait until I don't know. Just maybe he's learned from giving like Justin Abdicator, like Darren Helm huge contracts.
I mean, we can go through all the garbage contracts he handed out in Detroit. You tell me if you still believe in him.
I don't know. Just he's drafted well before. It's just I don't know.
Oh, the pick is in. Who do the Edmonton Oilers take at 14? Dawson Mercer,
Schneider,
Braden Schneider,
not Dawson Mercer.
or do
Ryan
we have a
O'Rourke.
trade? We do not have a trade. This
By Edmonton Oilers president and general
Kenny Holland.
Ken Holland.
Ken Holland.
The Edmonton Oilers need to pick Dylan Holloway.
Ah,
Dylan
there it
Holloway.
is.
University
I
of
mean,
Wisconsin.
Maybe
Do they even know
maybe he
yet?
can play. Maybe he can play next to Connor McDavid.
Brother
Instead
looks
of-
like Jake Gardner.
Hey, his brother does look like Jay Gardner. Does he not know?
General manager of the Edmonton Oilers, and
Pretty long delay.
name is called. If I'm Dylan Holloway, guys, I'm thinking to
He
myself.
he
I
looks
could
very
draft a
impressed.
That has Connor McDavid, that has Leon Draisaitl, has some exciting young.
Okay, we're
players.
just not gonna see his
cool.
reaction. So either he just didn't care, or they just didn't get to it.
Him and his family are depressed that he's going to
Oh,
Edmonton.
and look who he passes the puck to and gives it back to, the generous guy. No, that wasn't Cole Caulfield, was it?
Can they not show highlights against Michigan, please? I love Michigan.
Ah,
That's
give me
my
all that
team.
Wisconsin contact.
So do you think he can finally play next to Connor McDavid instead of playing
Oh,
Tyler
look at that
Ennis,
pass.
Alex
That guy's
Chason,
saucy.
Zach Cassian? Who else have they put next to
Oh,
Connor
there we go. We
McDavid?
missed his reaction.
Oh.
Exactly.
No, they're gonna play him with what's his face?
The fake
Andreas
MVP?
Athanasiou.
The fake MVP Leon Draisaitl?
Why do you have such a whatchamacallit, a grudge?
Against who?
Leon Draisaitl.
Because he's not even the MVP of his own team.
I mean, I'm only mad that it didn't go to Panarin.
I mean, it was clearly Nathan McKinnon.
Clearly, you
Just
need a new
saying.
set of eyes too. Then
Okay.
Are you getting into this? Are we getting into this?
I'm gonna let Adam take over. Adam, you're the Nathan McKinnon fanboy in our podcast. You know what you have to do.
I mean, he was just a god.
oh yeah, true. He also has who on his team?
They were injured, Mike. They were injured.
Okay. The Rangers didn't have to worry about that because they didn't have any offense. And Zibanejad was injured too.
He wasn't playing with Zibanejad.
Oh, he's happy.
Yeah. He didn't even have Zibanejad on the power play because Zibanejad was injured. But then he came back and scored 5 goals in a game, which was pretty goat. But like, alas, I digress.
Jordan Stahl. I'll take Jordan Stahl on my team.
Okay, who do the Leafs take at 15th overall?
Oh, Shiza. It's our pick, eh?
Do they?
No, Mike, don't say our. Again, stop saying our.
I'm gonna be back home tomorrow, okay? So I'm switching
picked-
again.
Look at
You
those
pick
Wisconsin
sides.
guys.
You bleed red
Miller.
now.
I'm saying it's Braden Schneider.
I think it's Braden
Schneider?
Schneider as well.
If it's not Schneider, it's Ghoul.
I mean,
If
is
they
there
pick
any
Lapierre, we're making a trade.
is there any
Don't go.
players forward wise that are better than Braden Schneider?
Or they're trading the pick
Arguably Caden Ghoul.
and another asset to Nashville for the 11.
Stop it. Get out of here. You and Yaroslav Askarov.
Go over there and see what's up. Yeah. Go see who's over.
I mean, there's multiple. I mean, they could trade it. I don't think
They're not
I
going
don't
to trade
think-
it.
don't
They're
think
not
they
going
would
to trade it. They have 2 minutes left. It's already done.
We're not
Yeah.
doing a live stream ever again. Like for this draft. This has been way too long.
No.
You've been way too long.
That doesn't make
I mean,
sense.
like, it's been less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes we reach almost 3.
We're about to
No,
reach
that's just
2
with
hours.
Mike. That's just with Mike.
Yeah.
Only Mike gets
now
us
you
to
got a
3 hours.
combination of a live stream draft and me.
Oh god.
Oh, just put your pick in.
God. Pick the player Toronto. We all know who it's gonna be. That's kind of embarrassing. You're second in goals and 25th in goals against.
Because they're a crap show of a team.
They are something.
My favorite moment ever that I think I've experienced as a Leafs fan this season is just the utter befuddlement of defeat, and then just texting Alex, "Can I please FaceTime you to just vent?" And Alex just texts me back immediately. He's not like, "Yeah, sure, man." No, he texts me back, "Please."
I love Steve Dangle's tweet. It says, "Do something cool."
Forfeits the pick.
Mike, what do you think about Jason Spezza finally signing? I know we've
So
talked about
happy,
it
man.
before.
They should have. I don't know why they didn't sign him the day after they lost,
I don't know either.
or the
Maybe
day
they
that
got-
they were allowed to make signings. Either or, good for him. Good. He's an important piece. Vintage is a very important piece to the Buds. He's good, and I think especially with these players are still developing, right? Like these players, no matter what, you're still going to develop as your career goes on. You never stop developing. But on top of that, you have more who have to fill in bigger roles. Like, Kerfoot has to step in a bigger role.
Mhm.
Now that Kapanen's gone, in that third line. Same thing with Robertson, especially Robertson he's a rookie entering this league. And, Spence is such a big mentor of a player. So, his job never stops that way. And, for a mentor, he still scores. He still looks good out there. I mean, his foot speed's not as great, but here we go. I know. Here we go.
Oh, look who
Oh.
it is. Okay, Paul. Thank
Look
you.
at his hair. His hair. Look at Mo's. What?
Oh, they moved. Okay, wow.
Who?
Him.
I don't know what to think.
I don't know. No goal. 0 goals, 2 points, 21 games played. Ufa for Russia. Was he in the first round?
I
Yeah,
think he was. Well, I may go find out. There's
No,
no way.
no, he's not. He's not.
No, he was off the board. Oh no, he
Oh,
was ranked 30th.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah,
was
and
up
European skaters.
there. Oh. Yeah, but if you're the Leafs in your pick, and if you're not going to trade it, I mean, might as well go for a boom pick, right? Plus, they've been really close with like Russian scouting and that, haven't they?
I believe so. So he played in the MHL last year. I don't know if what the equivalent of that is. He had 22 points in 17 games. This
He was
year,
ranked 5th by amateur scouting on European skaters.
oh,
Wow.
For the entire, like, remember, nowadays you barely see the full list of, like,
yeah.
unless you're looking at a mock draft. So, yeah.
His comparable is Artemi Panarin. You must be very excited, Mike.
It's just because he's Russian. No one's Artemi. First
Tankathon
line
had him
winger.
at 17th.
I'm just gonna say this now, like first line winger comparable Artemi Panarin, like that's their job to say it. After the first top 10, like
Yeah.
arguably before that, you don't know what their upside is, no matter what you
Right.
see in them. So like
Yeah.
you have to just guess their upside is gonna be the highest player possible. So yeah, he may have the ceiling of Artemi Panarin if everything goes well, but he can also have the floor. Well, okay, this is a little extreme, but of Nail Yakupov.
Oof. Okay.
So-
this
But like
is-
third year,
Yeah.
like Nail Yakupov on Colorado, which wasn't too
Oh.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Alex,
yeah.
as our Leafs expert, how do you feel? Why did they take
Whoa.
Braden Schneider?
Whoa!
Until
you should be
you-
asking your hockey expert.
Yeah, you're the Leafs expert for the show tonight. I mean, you're the Sens expert.
I mean, everything expert, Daniel.
We come back
Okay.
to you at 28.
Okay. Just quickly, this is the last pick for the live stream, and then you can watch the rest of the thing by yourself.
Then
I
we
guess.
eat dinner before the next pick happens.
No, I do. I mean, it's kind of for me. It was off the board. I thought they might have gone with a defenseman. Like Mike brought up Caden Gould, and then I brought up Braden Schneider. I thought those were kind of obvious picks. This guy kind of came out of nowhere, but I mean, we'll see. Like,
Bergevin is already standing at the podium, so apparently he's ready to go.
yeah,
Go
let's
frickin'
see what he does.
go! Don't care about Perfetti. Get the freaking trade done. I haven't eaten.
Now, Adam,
Oh,
please.
that was a bad
Please.
choice. Why-
Yes. You see, that's why I brought a protein shake. So I can have a meal substitute. Okay, we need to talk about something important. We need to talk about Mo Bamba Riley's mustache.
That was I don't know.
I like it. He looks like he can't
You know
go
what?
near elementary schools. I like it.
I wouldn't mind him coming back with the mustache.
How about we have just an all mustache team?
I guess so. I mean, I don't know what the 500-year-old hockey fans in the city would think, but
Okay.
The
okay,
boomers.
This is
Here we go.
annoying.
yeah, the boom.
Hurry up.
Mark's ready to go.
He's
Send
ready to
it
go.
over.
Oui, bonjour, monsieur
have
Bergevin.
a
Oui, oui,
treat.
monsieur.
Yeah, we have a trade to announce. Let's do this.
If we go the whole first round without a trade, I have nothing to say.
Imagine.
Come on. Mike, how much do you think Paul Marner paid to get Mitch on the
He was texting Dubas, you need to do it or I'm getting my son to pull out.
There you could go, buddy.
Is
You
that
could go.
Dawson Mercer?
I'm not too sure. Can find out. I really hope there's a trade.
Oh, that's Dawson Mercer. Okay. Please
I guess that makes sense. His name's there.
don't.
And that's Hendrix Lapierre.
They think this looks like they're in the same room. Yeah, because it just his name was on the door. They have them in. That's weird.
Okay, the pick is in.
Only took him long enough.
Because the media wouldn't shut up.
Let's see
They're
what
going to trade
happens.
Ryan Paling.
Oh,
I'm meeting you guys so I can hear it properly. You're welcome.
The Montreal Canadiens select from the Western Hockey League
Ah.
Raiders, Caden Gooley.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
That's a good pick.
Forgot about him.
Oh, solid.
Hey,
Welcome.
hey, they're breaking COVID regulations.
Welcome
Oh,
from
wait, no,
Montreal,
he's in Edmonton. Never mind.
Caden.
He's
It's
in
okay.
Edmonton. Never mind.
That's not a bad pick, guys.
Oh, that's pretty good, man.
Solid.
I mean, the fact that he was there, I mean, well, we knew he was going to be there. It's just, I think we didn't expect a couple of those other guys to drop.
Man, people got to talk about how personally I feel like in terms of the leagues, the WHL has taken over the CHL.
Oh yeah. Well, you
Yeah,
mean the OHL?
recently.
Because it's the same. It's in the CHL, buddy.
No, I said the WHL has taken over the
sorry.
CHL.
Instead of the OHL. Yeah. No, I agree. Recently.
And then the OHL, I take at number 2, and then I take the Q at 3.
Yeah. Okay, guys. That was pick 16. Are we ready to end this?
This was fun, guys. And then
Okay.
for me at
I
15.
like
So-
it. As a player, as good as he is, he's a better person. He gets life. He gets being a good teammate.
So Adam, when are we gonna see him in the lineup?
Oh, comparable. I know it doesn't matter.
Hold up.
Pareko, top 4. Okay, that's good. I don't know. Soon? Not soon, but like they have a lot of
couple
defensive
years.
prospects. I'm just realizing.
Yeah.
Him, obviously, Buddy. I think not Jared
Buddy.
Fair, but Jaden Struble. They have a lot of defensive prospects.
Okay, so I
Jordan
guess I know you guys are done with kind of seeing the next picks and live stream it, but at least like, what do you guys think so far of the outcome of this draft so far? I'd like to think it's pretty wacky.
Fun.
So
It was
do
fun.
I.
Pretty
After
wacky.
three,
Yeah,
after 3, it got wacky. If I'm being honest.
I liked it. Adam's already. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys. Are you guys done? Anything else to say before we end this thing?
Not really.
No.
Circle
Adam?
back at 28.
No. Adam?
Hold on. One thing. Look forward to next episode because as a Habs season ticket holder, I get to be part of a live Q&A with all the guys Montreal draft. And so maybe I'll have some juicy little stuff that we can talk about there. So if you want to hear from answers from
Awesome.
guys like Caden Gould and that.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
make sure you check out next episode. Make sure you hit subscribe. Check
This
us out on
episode brought to you
iTunes.
by Podgo.
Voice Ed.